Last we left off.
Worst DM ever.
No doubt.
I'm kidding.
Alrighty.
There we go. Hey, finally, it floated up. Thank you, you piece of shit.
Shitball.
Tell us how you really
Say
feel,
that.
Phoebe.
Huh? Who? Me? Him?
1 second. I forgot the rhythm bot.
Womp womp. See, and I think I pull this one out. Yes. Correct.
Okay.
This one goes over here. Perfect.
Is it playing anything right now?
I hear nothing.
no music.
Okay.
No,
good.
sometimes I have to turn up the volume on it.
Nope, okay. It should be playing something now.
Yeah, you need to turn up the volume.
Yeah, I hear
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
it's playing something.
Now I hear it.
Now I need to turn it down.
Yeah, get
It's loud.
it to a point to where it feels comfortable for you.
69%.
What?
Where everyone's volume should be, just as a standard.
Giggity.
69 is a little loud for me.
Oh yeah, 69's way loud for me. I've got
I'm
it at
sure
like
it is.
36. All
I'm
right.
gonna go.
Alright, I'm at
42.
60%. Oh, come the fuck on. Shit.
Last we left off, we're in the back of a caravan, making your way to Madame Ava. Stopped 2 young children, Thorn and Rose, in the middle of the road after fending off a pack of wolves. They told you there was a beast, a monster in the house. They were scared and they left and ran away, but they left their baby brother inside and they have no idea where their parents were. You guys went in, came face to face with
The man of our dreams.
Strahd von Zarovich playing piano. After he departed, a cloud of mist through the window, malnourished, whimpering dog made its way out into the center of the room, kind of nuzzled up against Nora's leg.
Yeah, I already subtracted the ration. I'm gonna feed it some jerky.
It eats as much as you give it, and the more you feed it, the more it becomes even more attached, just healing right up against your leg.
Hey Nico, can I get one of those awesome berries from earlier?
I would, but we ate them all.
I still have 2.
May I
There.
have one, please? Thank you. And I'll feed the good berry to the dog too.
You can definitely see it kind of regain some of its strength, standing up a little straighter, a little taller, overall just looking in better health. Still dirty, but yeah, just for clarification, I can't remember, but we did look it up and I remember posting it, so if you did eat a good berry, it did increase your health by 4 points. At that point, we did confirm that 100%. The dog looks better now.
Okay, gonna give it a nice pat and go, there. It's okay. We're here now.
Kind of nuzzles up against your leg.
Okay. So that was a weird. Did anybody else have dreams about that guy?
Yeah, I think we all confirmed that.
Yeah.
It's the same dream that Stanimir told us about.
The hell's going on here?
I don't know, but I'm starting to rethink. Let's just get the baby and get out of here. I'm not feeling so good about this house anymore.
Why?
What did he say the name of the family was that lived here?
Durst.
Durst, and he said that they deserved what they got, and they've been dead a while. And Honora, before you charged on up here, that there's some heavy illusion magic working on the food downstairs. Things aren't as they seem. I was suspicious when the stable seemed dilapidated.
Nothing in this house is as it seems. As I've been looking around with my abilities, this entire house is all an illusion.
I knock on the door, or the wall next to the door, as hard as I can with my fist.
I'm gonna startle.
Yeah.
The
I
wall's pretty
mean,
solid. I go, yeah, it's pretty solid over here on this side. Like, it doesn't seem like it's an illusion. Really, like I think you're trying to say.
I mean, the house does exist, but maybe not in this exact form.
Oh.
What?
Okay. That makes a little more sense then.
Nico,
Alright.
is the puppy an illusion?
I looked down at the dog. Is it
It's-
an illusion?
It's very real. There is no aura of magic surrounding the dog.
Yes, it's a real dog. I think it's been holed up here in this house for a while.
Oh,
Wait,
poor
what
thing.
about
Give it a
that,
scratch behind its ears.
What about that Strahd feller? I ain't good with magic. You get anything off of him?
Well, he
Uh,
pooped.
I mean, he
When-
can
yeah, when
poop
he
into a
poofed.
puff of mist.
Definitely, but just him, his body, no. I got nothing off of him.
Shit gets weirder and weirder.
He said something about a test.
I don't
feel like
know.
Anybody remember?
I feel
that?
like he's watching us.
I never really liked school.
Yeah, I know that one, Nora.
Wait, so does that mean he was that?
Not like you were any
big-
better.
Was he that
I was
big
a little more
wolf killer?
studious than you.
What's that, Anderson?
Was he that big wolf feller? The one that was looking over us? You think?
But people can't turn
Potentially.
into wolves. That's weird.
I mean, he can.
Well, he can turn into mist. It could have been. I don't know. They could have been related. I know some wizards have familiars, like animals that they can use as messengers and things like that.
So you're saying he made friends with the wolves, like that making friends with this dog?
I don't know, but he knew that we were there.
I've spent a fair amount of time in a druid enclave. People could definitely turn into wolves.
Now, John, out of character, are there any windows in this room?
The room with the piano. There are 3 rooms. But the room that you're standing in right now, currently on the landing, there are no rooms. You see.
Oh, sorry. In here.
Okay. Yes. There are 3 windows, with red drapes covering them.
All right. I'm going to go to one of the windows and like look outside and see if I can see like any like humanoid figure.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Sure thing.
Okay. 16.
Oh wait, did I roll? Oh yeah, 16. I rolled twice by accident.
Oh, you're all right. Pulling back the curtains and peering out into the dead woods, you don't see any humanoid figure. The fog, dense. Even looking for the mist that kind of flowed out of the window, you don't see anything of that nature. No.
We need to get the hell out of here soon, but
What about the kids?
Well, against my better wishes, we need to see if there are any other monsters here. Strahd might be a monster, but he sure don't look like it on the surface. You don't seem like the growling type neither.
I mean,
said the beast. What if he
just
was?
because we had a bad dream about him doesn't mean that he's a monster per se.
I don't know if he's a monster or not, but well,
I mean, he
Something's
seems
up,
very
Trey.
polite.
John, while they're discussing something, is this a fireplace that I'm in front of right now?
Yeah. The fireplace, black marble, is lit. There is a fire illuminating the entire landing. Above the
Does
fireplace.
give off any heat?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything above the fireplace?
Yeah. Above the fireplace, you see a portrait of the Durst family. Yeah, the mother, father, and the 2 familiar faces, smiling children. The father figure is holding a small bundle.
Was that sound in game, or am I hearing things?
No, that
That
had to
was
have
my
been
phone.
somebody's text.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
No, it wasn't just a hidden like YouTube.
Okay. And then
Single.
another question: is this music like just ambiance music?
It's
or
just
is it...
ambiance music. You're
Okay,
not
'cause
actually hearing.
earlier when we had the piano, it was like in game.
Yeah,
Okay.
I made sure that
Sorry.
I was making that clear. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, one more thing, Jen. Can you guys all see like the map and everything?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm like linked to my character right now because it's all dark for me.
It's all dark for you.
Oh wait, never mind. I just had to
Scroll
scroll down.
down.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
We can
I was
see
like,
half
oh,
the
yeah,
map.
there's way more buildings around. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So those buildings aren't actually buildings. It's just it's
They're
floors.
Oh, okay.
So you were on the left side,
Stable.
which was
First
the
floor.
first floor, and you see the stairs. You went up, and now you're on the right side, which is the second floor.
Be right back.
I want to investigate the harp and maybe pling it.
Yeah. You can give me an investigation check if you're looking for anything in particular, or are you just trying to see if it makes music?
I mean, it's just checking it out. I'm probably gonna do the same thing to the piano, just kind of looking at it and seeing if there's anything there.
Yeah.
Can we do a general investigation check around the room? To kind of see, so there was the painting above the fireplace. Is there anything else to
So
notice?
that was the painting in front of the fireplace out on the landing, where Panton was. In this
Awesome.
room, you see. Let's see where. Okay. You see a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls. A stained glass wall hanging depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. A piano with a bench is on the far side of the room. The fireplace next to that, there's the large standing harp. On the mantle of the fireplace are small alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers. You guys are more than welcome to give me an investigation check if there's something in particular that you're looking for.
I'd like to look at the figurines.
Okay. Honora, you
also
pluck
do
the
that.
harp, and it actually makes a note, but you don't discern anything else from it.
And then the only other place, since somebody else is doing the piano, I want to look under the chair where the dog came from.
Okay. Ira, looking at the figurines, you notice that several of the figurines are actually carvings of well-dressed skeletons, but don't appear to be anything magical, just mysterious carvings. Underneath of the
Looking at the stained glass, it's also this kind of theme of like something looking kind of pretty on the veneer, but then you look closely at it and it's a little bit more sinister.
Yes.
Okay.
Honora, you don't see anything underneath of the chairs. Just maybe a little bit of hair just kind of clumped up in the corner. One of the legs of the chair seemed to have some gnaw marks on it. Maybe the dog was so hungry he tried to eat a wood chair leg.
Can I look inside this piano, see if I see anything?
Yeah, you lift up the lid looking inside. All the strings are intact. It looks like a well-maintained piano.
Well, piano works.
You're muted, buddy. I can't hear you, Panton.
Yep. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Panton is gonna jump up onto the stool and just kind of run his fingers across the keys while he's looking into it.
Okay. As you run your fingers across the keys, giving a little vibration, the papers that were nestled on the top where the stand would be, where you would read your sheet music, they kind of come tumbling down, but everything sounds in tune.
Wow, this is very interesting. I mean,
Panton, stop that. Stop, you're gonna break it.
I wish you'd stop babying me.
Well, then stop
With that,
acting like a
he's gonna-
baby.
He's gonna pout and head out the room.
Am I
I'm gonna
picking
follow
anything?
and kind of nitpick at him.
I'll
Picking
call after
anything
them
up?
and say, "Hey, stay close. Remember, there's still a beast in the house, and I don't think it's that little dog."
I'll
What was that,
follow closely
Nicodemus?
behind him. Am I picking anything up with my detect magic?
Just very faint aura of
Okay.
just kind of everything.
Okay, and then you'll tell me when that wears off. I cast it downstairs, and it's a 10-minute.
10
duration.
minutes.
I
Yeah,
assume it's
I'll
whatever
let you
when I-
know. Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand against the wall while people are heading out of the room and look through Rigsby and see if the kids are still in the hallway. Just keep checking up on them.
Yeah. Checking back, the kids are still in the foyer entryway, just kind of sitting down. Thorn playing with his doll.
Okay.
Well, who's ready for the next room?
I think we should stick together.
Yeah, looking at
Agreed.
these like suits of armor, or is there anything peculiar about them, or are they just empty suits of armor?
With your detect magic up, you do sense a faint aura, but again, it's illusion. Nothing more sinister than that.
Okay, are the weapons they're holding decorative, or are they like actual weapons?
The entire suit of armor looks very real. If you grab a hold of the weapon, you can tell that it's sturdy enough that, maybe with a little bit of polish, some sharpening, the spears that they're holding would absolutely be combat ready.
Could I equip it, like the armor?
That would be. What I would say is that these are all slender figures.
Fucker.
I'm really sorry.
If only you had made.
You could.
Better life choices.
It's okay, because magic armor automatically resizes.
Yeah, and this isn't necessarily magic armor meant for actual combatants rather than.
It's probably super flimsy too, that if you were to try to wear it, it wouldn't actually offer any protection.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could roll an investigation check if you wanted to see whether or not it was the armor itself was. Yeah, grabbing a hold of it, giving it a knock. It sounds pretty sturdy, but you don't know whether or not it would offer the same resistance as actual armor would.
Okay.
I can't remember if we talked about this landing in particular, but there are a couple oil lamps that are mounted to the walls that aren't lit. The fireplace is the main source of lighting for this area.
Okay, can I grab one of the oil lamps and just hold on to it? Like, take it with me? Or are they attached?
They're attached. They have a handle at the top, but you would probably have to give me an investigation or a strength check. An investigation to try to see if you can, discern a spot to pull it off of freely, or a strength check to just rip it.
No, I mean, I wouldn't rip it. I would try to be a little delicate with it.
Yeah.
What's the weapon that you have, Nico?
I have a mace.
Okay. While he's investigating that lamp, I'm going to cast light. I'm going to touch Nico's mace, and it's gonna shed the 20-foot radius of light around us. Be like,
Whoa!
hey, you don't have to worry about that lamp up there. Like, if you're worried about everything in the house being weird and dangerous and whatnot, I mean, I just did that for you, so you're welcome.
Yeah, okay, I mean, that'll
Noted.
work. And I'll, like, pull out my mace and use it like a flashlight.
The room is still well lit. If anything, the now lit magically mace is almost a little bright. It's not giving any disadvantages or anything like that, but sometimes it can be a little painful to look at.
Okay.
Well, thank God I got my sunglasses on.
You're the kind of guy who wears sunglasses at night.
Yeah, reminds me of that famous limerick. Yeah. So I can be so cool.
So the door in front of me, can I check to see if it's unlocked?
Yeah, so just to make sure you guys have a clear layout of the room, there are double doors in front of you that look like they're hinged to swing inwards, as well as another door off to the right, closer to where you came up the stairs. As you go to turn the handle, it turns freely, well beyond the point to where the lock would have normally stopped it. You can venture to guess that it is unlocked.
All right, I'll turn to the rest of the party and say, "Y'all ready for this?"
Sure, yeah. I mean, I don't think we really have a choice at this point. It seems like you're already getting ready to open the door, so let's do it. Let's go. Come on.
All right.
I told you guys all what the kids told me downstairs about how the beast is supposed to be in the basement, and I know we're heading up the house, but they also said that the entrance to the basement is in the attic.
Right. I think they were very confused.
Well,
but maybe there's a giant pole or
I mean,
slide in the attic.
That could be. Anyway, just make sure we're on the same page. And I'm
But
not
didn't
going
they say
crazy.
that the baby was on the 3rd floor? So I think we really need to go up. But if you guys want to check out that room, it's fine.
I mean, I didn't really see stairs going downstairs when we were on the main level.
Did we go in every room on the first level?
I think there was a kitchen off the dining room that we didn't go in. But, I mean, we all kind of ran up here chasing Honora.
Well, there was somebody playing the piano up here. It makes sense that we would
check
it out.
I was just trying to find an adult. And
well,
granted, I did, but it wasn't the right adult.
Right? What was her name again?
What?
Always acting like the adult over here bossing me around.
Supposedly.
Hey, really quick. I'm having some trouble with Discord. I'm gonna log off and log back in really quick. Sorry, guys.
Okie dokie, do your thing, man.
Okay.
Kind of out of character. All being in the main hall on the 1st floor. You would have known that there were 2 other rooms that you hadn't explored. One of them was towards the front of the house, and the other one was off of the dining room area. Probably spot on with what Nicodemus had said, being a kitchen area of sorts.
Well, we could see what else there is to see, because things aren't adding up, or we could head up and try to find.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I vote no point of backtracking just to come right back up.
Yeah,
might as well press forward.
I'm at the point where we just grab the kid and get out. This is a little spooky.
Sounds good to me.
Call me crazy. I'm not the greatest strategist ever, but I would probably say I wouldn't want to come downstairs and all of a sudden Mr. Beastie is right there blocking our way out. So maybe we go check and see if Mr. Beastie decided to make his way up into one of the rooms that we haven't checked, and when we bring the baby boy downstairs, then he's like, "Oh, you have my little treat," and then I'm gonna come grab you.
If the child is with me, it'll be protected.
You guys are making me feel really weird about this place, all right? You're talking about how spooky it is and everything, and I just want to make sure that I am safe. And by extension, you, Honora, so, and you guys as well. But still. I'm gonna
Can't plan for everything, but the most we can do is stick together.
Panton.
Yes.
If you're with me and Tyr
Hello?
and Lathander,
there we go.
We'll be fine. And I'll put my hand on his shoulder and give him guidance, which will drop my detect magic.
Okay.
What does guidance do?
+4 on its ability check.
I think it has to happen relatively.
It's 1 minute. Yes.
Relatively quickly.
It's a D4, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, it is a D4. What did I say?
What, +4? And I was like, no, it's a +D4.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, a D4. Yes.
Well, let's go ahead and open the door, see what's in there, and then I say head on up.
All right. I'll open the door.
Are you trying to open it, just fling it open, or are you creeping it open, just trying to see what you see inside, or how are you doing it?
I'm gonna peek inside first, and if I don't see anything, I'm gonna just fling it open.
Okay. Opening it up, you can see in the far corner another lit fireplace in a well-illuminated room. In the back, red velvet drapes cover windows. You can see just a sliver of a desk facing the door. I'll go ahead and reveal this for you guys. At that point, you did not see any threats.
All right, then I'll open the door completely.
Here you go. Stepping inside the room, you see a high back chair behind the desk, facing towards the door. Looking above the fireplace, you see a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in the corners of the room are two overstuffed leather chairs. On the right-hand side, floor-to-ceiling bookshelves. You notice a rolling ladder affixed to one of the bookshelves back here. It's not letting
my
me
eyes go wide at all the books, and I begin scanning the books looking for anything magic related.
Ira does the same thing.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check since you're looking for specific types of books.
And I get a D4
As
to
they're
that,
looking
correct?
for.
Yep.
Yes. As they're looking for books, I'll pull out my holy book. Like, guys,
Oh, God.
this is the only book you need.
So clericy.
Shit. Fucking hell.
No, you're so.
I rolled a 4!
See, y'all
Take
don't
that
need
12.
y'all don't need any of these books. Never been much of a book guy myself.
Who's a cute little puppy? Who's a cute little puppy?
Yeah, I'm distracted by Nico, and I look at his book while I'm thumbing through shit, apparently. I guess, what is that a book all about? I don't know. I've never seen anything like that.
It tells of the adventures and tenets of Tyr and Lathander.
Is that a church book?
Yes.
Ira, as you're
killing in it.
Ira, as you're scanning the bookshelves.
I care about the magic thing.
All right, one more time. We'll try that again. Ira, as you're scanning the bookshelves, see hundreds and hundreds of tomes, and looking, you see a range of topics, including history and warfare and alchemy, several first edition collected works of poetry and fiction. You don't necessarily see any that have magic, but one book does stand out to you. It says, what's your character's last name?
Minnick.
Minnick?
Yeah.
It says, The History of Ira Minnick.
Oh, that's not creepy.
Anybody else surveying the room, coming upon the desk? I'll give you a second to think about what you want to do with that book. Coming upon the desk, you see several items resting on top of it. Free oil lamp, a jar of ink, quill pen, tinderbox, a letter kit with a red wax candle, a couple blank sheets of parchment, and a wood seal bearing the Durst family insignia of a windmill. A framed wooden oil painting of a dog. At the bottom of the frame says Sophaxis. What were we going to say, Ira?
I want to call Nico over as like, priest, can you still see auras and the like from your spell?
Can I hear him?
Yeah. Are you still outside?
I walked out.
Farewell with me.
You walked out?
Then I'll come out over here and ask him.
Okay. Yeah, you can hear him.
Okay, so I assume he repeats himself. Not anymore. I can, but it would take me about 10 minutes to prepare my abilities again. Is there something you have that you think is magical?
Oh, I just wanted to see if there was anything with the books. I can also do this myself, though.
I mean, books generally contain magic within. They're not magic themselves.
Right. Huh.
Can you read, or do you need help with it?
I can read. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll go back over to the Ira Minnick book, and I'll be like, there's some first edition poetry books here, and I'll go ahead and like take some of those, and I'll also take the Ira Minnick book.
Okay. You're able to do so. No issue just pulling them all off of the shelves. Yes, Anderson.
Oh yeah, so can I go over, and I'm specifically looking for either a map with like the location of Barovia on it, or a map of Barovia specifically.
You can give me an investigation check or a perception, I'd say, because you're just looking at the surface of the desk. Or are you looking through the bookshelves as well?
The bookshelves as well.
Okay. Searching through the desk, opening up the drawers, you find just a bunch of receipts. Just kind of glancing at them, you see receipts for daggers and incense and candles. Kind of shuffling all that to the side, you see a tri-folded letter kind of halfway open with an iron key resting on top of it. But on the desk, you don't necessarily see anything map related. You want to continue scouring the bookshelves, you said?
Yeah.
Going through all the bookshelves, slipping through several books. You don't see any. You pick up a book that kind of talks about the history of Barovia, but none of them that necessarily have any maps depicted in them. At least in this time.
Useless. Oh, poetry. Useless. Weird. Bunch of history books in here, no maps.
With that high of an investigation check, you get back here in this area, and a particular book without a particular book, a red leather bound book, titled An Architect's Art, written by Archibald Bulwarton. It's just sitting kind of out in the open, but it's calling your attention.
Guy here. I'll take the book off the shelf and rummage through it a little bit.
As soon as you pull the book off of the shelf, you hear a and the entire shelf just kind of swings back, kind of into the wall, revealing a secret room. Again, more bookshelves line this room. I'll go ahead and reveal it for you.
Whoa!
Seriously,
Guys,
I
you
found
something.
a secret room, and there's just more books. God, this is useless.
I'll come padding in there when you hear secret room.
First edition poetry in the non-secret room. What could be in here?
More poetry.
With that investigation score continuing into the room, you see bookshelves packed with tomes describing eternal life, rituals, stealing the life force of others through means such as bloodletting, magical spells, and cannibalism. At the end of the secret room, you see a heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet. The lid's half closed. Sticking out of the chest is a skeleton with leather armor equipped.
At that point, I'm gonna kind of run in between their legs and kind of like standing in between both Ira and Anderson. I was like, "Whoa, that's." We played a game of hide and seek and won, I think.
Huh.
Let's go with that.
You're right.
Yeah. I'll go up and can I open the chest?
Yeah, you're able to do so, and the skeleton falls kind of to the side. Its basically arm was holding it upright, kind of locked inside that chest a little bit, and you can see three darts sticking out through the leather armor in its chest. Inside, you see three blank books with black leather covers. You find a couple, actually three scroll cases. You also see a piece of parchment that's the deed to the house, another one, a deed to a windmill, and then another one that's a signed will of Gustav and Elizabeth Durst.
I'll take out the will and look through that.
Reading through the will just basically goes over that everything is willed to the children. The house, the windmill, and all of their other earthly possessions are willed to the children.
Can I look at the body and like examine the darts? And
Yeah. You
see
don't
where
really
if I
see.
can figure out where they came from.
You can't really see. Oh, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Yeah, absolutely. Looking at the chest, you see a larger than usual keyhole, and kind of cautiously peering inside of it, you can see a firing mechanism that would have shot the darts from the keyhole.
Does it look like it's still active, or
No, it's
okay?
it was one-time use.
I'll show Panton as like not hide and seek, but
With that investigation check, you also would have noticed inside, clutched the skeleton's hands, a piece of crumpled parchment.
yeah, I'll check it out.
Pulling it open, you see written in very detailed cursive. Do you want to read it?
Yeah.
It says, "My most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness and took solace in the bosom of another woman, sired a bastard son. Cursed by darkness? That I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dreadlord and master, Strahd von Zarovich."
Did you read that out loud, Ira?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But I will share it now. Yeah. First I read it to myself, and then I'll read
While
it.
they're all in the closet, I'm gonna check the desk because I wasn't in here last time.
The most notable things that you see on the desk, an opened letter weighted down by a key, and a heavy iron key, and
Alright,
then
I'll take the key.
Okay.
That dude sounds heavy as fudge. Like, he doesn't like these people at all. I don't know why. I mean,
He
what else
keeps
did you find in the
speaking
chest
about a
there?
cart. Found a Found the whale for the parents. Everything goes to the kids.
Is there a date or anything?
That's a good question. I open it back up. Is there a date?
There is. It's a long ass time ago. I don't have the exact number for you, but it's hundreds of years old.
Yeah, that's long before I was born.
And
I look
it's
back in the direction of the empty hallway. Those children aren't children anymore.
what are they?
Children.
Oh, don't be silly, Panton. They could be great-great-grandbabies.
The same names?
Names get traveled down in families all the time.
The same names within the same generation, Honora. I mean, I know
Well,
I'm young
what
and
do you mean?
everything, but it sounds incredibly coincidental, don't you think?
Well, it would be the same generation. Like I said, that could have been their like grandfathers or their great-grandfathers or something like that.
Maybe.
I think you guys are
At
getting
any
really
rate, they
confused.
certainly seemed innocent enough, but, you know,
I mean,
who knows what
you
they've been
touch
through.
them, that you know that they're children.
DM, do I get a sense that we're being watched in this room?
Give me a.
Or am I just getting the heebie-jeebies by myself?
Giving yourself the heebie-jeebies.
Could be.
Give me a perception check.
Oh wait, I have to go the other way.
When we pick up things, are we responsible for putting it in our inventory, or are you going to be doing that?
If it's something small that I don't put a lot of description into, then that's on you. But if it's like a magic item or something like that, I'll make sure that, or an item of significant value, I'll make sure that I put it in. Panton, looking around the room, you don't see anything that would be capable of watching you. No paintings with eyes that move and follow you. No double two-way mirrors. Nothing that you could imagine. But you do get the sense that something knows that you're here.
Guys, let's just get what we need out of this room and like, I don't know, get the hell out of here, please.
Before we do that, I want to look at one thing. So when I first entered this room, you said I noticed some like, I don't know, papers on like bloodletting magic. Am I able to examine like specifically what that entails?
Yeah, so you saw those books. You saw the 3 blank books in the treasure chest, or the chest, and then the 3 spell scrolls. Give me an Arcana check or a religion check, one of the two.
Okay.
Flipping through a couple of the ritual books. They look like bullshit. They're nothing, being somebody that's your character knowing about blood rituals.
Mm-hmm.
These look like they have no idea what they were talking about.
I just have like the most confused look on my face, like, how the...
I'll go to him and kind of look over what he's found and what is it?
Something about bloodletting magic, but this is all wrong. That ain't how it's done.
Oh yeah, like, and you would know?
Fair point, but I don't know. It just don't seem right to me.
Oh, this place seems pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that's fair enough, but God, Here, you can have it. I don't want to look at it.
Anything else useful in here? Maybe we should just Get a sense of the area by
Ira.
Taking what we can.
Some
Yeah.
books and spell scrolls, but I don't do much magic. Ain't my thing.
stuff on cannibalism. Looks like creepy.
Inside the chest, there are things that are different. The books inside the chest are just plain black leather books, and again, the spell scrolls.
What about those books? Have you looked through them yet?
Nah, I ain't take a look at them yet.
I'll pick one up and flip through it.
Give me an Arcana check. Yeah, picking up the book, you can definitely tell that it has magical sigils. Some of them that you kind of recognize in your early studies. You get the feeling that this book has some sort of magical properties to it, or at least contains some spells. The one that you picked up had it, but there are 2 other similar books.
I'll look at the others as well.
Opening up the other, they're just blank pages.
I'll take 2 of them. One of the magic ones and one of the plain ones.
Okay.
And I will say, well, let's go tell everybody else what we found and continue our way through this carnival.
No kidding.
You return out to the main landing area and find Nicodemus kind of standing by the other door in the landing. Nicodemus just kind of being near the door, you start to hear muffled sounds of woman panting, crying, sobs and muffled gasps of a woman in pain. You get the faint smell of blood.
Okay.
So
Hey
thanks for
guys.
not going off. Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for you. I think we need to go through this door. It sounds like there's someone in trouble in there, but I didn't want to go in alone because this place is
Before
crazy.
I do that,
hear
or
someone?
before we do that, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation, blah 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 blah, on the dog, and try to get as much of the dirt and loose hair and everything off. I'm trying to clean him off.
Yeah, you're able to do so. Just the dirt just seems to vanish, and the dog is left with a nice pristine coat of fur.
Oh, what a
And
good
then I give me
Lancelot.
an
You
even
smell so much
bigger
better
hug
now.
I'm gonna look back and make sure everybody's, looking at me and watching me go through the door.
You hear someone?
We're
I'm gonna
here.
ready my weapon.
Yeah, I've got mine at the ready.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna attempt to open the door.
You're able to do so. As you open up the door, you don't see or hear anybody any longer. You're met with very undecorated bedroom, a pair of beds with just straw stuffed mattresses, just really worn down. At the foot of each bed is a footlocker. Then you also see 2 other doors. One door right here, and then another door much smaller, about 2 feet, 3 feet up off of the ground. A small box kind of built into the wall, but a door that kind of slides open.
Are you guys okay in there?
Nicodemus, things.
Looks like it's empty.
Is anybody
Anderson,
dead yet?
Go get that little guy and make him go through that door.
Who's the shortest one here? I say out the room.
That would be Panton.
No, I'm not doing this again. I will not go through dirty holes. I am not some gopher.
And we need you here for a second.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna look underneath these beds. thinking I know I heard
What's
something.
in it for me?
There has to be something in here.
Yeah, the floors look pristine, well polished, oiled. But you don't see or hear anybody anymore.
I'll stand in front of Panton and be like, "Okay, you guys told us to stick together. He's not going in any holes."
I just need him to open up this door here and see what he can find.
Panton, do you do so?
So what exactly am I looking at right here? Just like a little passageway underneath?
No, so probably at about your neck level, there is a door in front of you mounted to the wall. You're suspended in the air, and it's like a pocket door. You would slide it
like one of
open.
those butler things.
Yeah,
Elevators.
to the side of it, you see a little button that it looks like it has a string attached to it that kind of tucks into the wall.
You know I'm opposed to this. You know that. I don't like this. You're putting me in a bad spot.
Panton, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Don't do it.
You know they're telling me to do it.
Well, I'm telling you, you don't have to. We need to
Yeah,
stick
well,
together. Remember, they said stick together.
Yeah, well, you were also being a bully to me earlier, so whatever. Your vote don't count anymore.
We're right here, Panton. We just need you to open the door and look down in it. Do that trick with your light beams and throw something down it.
Okay, I really can't just, like, conjure little light bulbs and everything. I have to cast light on something and then drop it like a stone.
Okay. And I'll open up this footlocker right next to me and see what's in it.
It's completely empty.
Ira will speak. I was like, I've got an idea. And he'll run back in this room, and he'll grab one of the figurines off the fireplace.
Yep.
And then on his way out, he'll stop and then look at the music sheets that fell to the floor, and then just out of curiosity, just grab them to look at them later.
Okay. Yeah, you're able
And then
to
he'll
do
come
so.
back and it's like, here, you can use this, and I'll toss the marble figurine to Anderson.
Thank you kindly. There you go. Use one of these fellers.
Whatever. And then I'll take the figurine out of his hand, and I will cast light on the figurine itself.
Okay.
And if the door slides open, cool. And then I will just drop the figurine down. I'm assuming it's just a passageway down.
As you slide open the door, you're met with a small compartment. It actually has the level on that floor. It appears to be a dumbwaiter, and it's currently at your floor. So there's no place to drop it down.
So now I'm holding onto this marble thing that is casting off light at this point. There's
Could
nothing
Panton
to drop
fit
it down.
in it?
He could
We're
certainly
not
try.
going to toss my brother down there.
Look, let's just
Question.
go up the stairs together. Is that
Yeah.
room cleared? There was nobody in there? I thought you said you heard someone.
I definitely heard someone. I mean, maybe they're in the closet that we didn't look in.
I'm gonna open this door while they're talking.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yep. Absolutely. It is unlocked. You find just tidy servants' uniforms hanging from hooks in the back of the closet. Nothing of note.
DM,
Like,
we're
What kind of uniforms are they?
Like male uniform, like a black suit, tie, and also a woman's very neat gown.
So they're like well-to-do servants. Like
Well-to-do servants, yes.
More like a butler.
Yes.
quick question.
Would the male suit fit me?
You can holding it up to you. You think you could probably squeeze into it.
Okay, I'm gonna throw it in my backpack.
Okay.
With
You know that
Panton and
ceiling.
mine's upbringing, would we be familiar with what a dumbwaiter is?
You may not have had one in your home, but I think being in multiple fine establishments, you would probably know what it is. Yeah.
I could probably take this down and check out a room that maybe we haven't been in, because I don't think we've seen another dumbwaiter. And if you hear me scream really loud, that means pull me back up, like quick.
Panton, it's not safe. Why don't we just go upstairs, find this baby, and get out of here? There's no playing in the dumbwaiter.
Yeah,
Could be
I'm
fine.
pretty
I agree with
nervous
that.
about running into this beast. I'd rather us stay together.
I
I
think
mean,
that you just
this
want
is a
to
pretty
play.
fascinating place, but it's also pretty creepy.
Well, yes, I'm bored. I just want to do something interesting. I'm sick and tired of just poking my head into dusty Well, there were no cobwebs in this dumbwaiter, were there?
Nope, it was very clean. Not a drop
Come on,
of
guys. Let's go
food or
upstairs.
Sick and
anything.
tired of just poking my head into empty holes and just being like, nothing here. I just want to do something.
Let's go upstairs.
Yeah, let's roll upstairs.
Okay, give me a second to
Fine, let's go.
move your tokens here.
On my way, I'll wait for everybody to pass me, and I'll check on the kids again, just to see if
Okay.
they're there
Going
again.
in circles there, Nico.
I was going up the stairs.
So, you said
There we go.
you're waiting till the end, Ira?
Yeah.
Wait it again.
I'm actually gonna try to maybe not run ahead, but be second in line.
Okay,
point.
you are right behind the dog. That is, we'll say the dog is right next to Honora, and you are right behind. As you venture up the stairs,
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we can't see the level yet.
yeah, I'm getting you. As you venture up the stairs, the red marble staircase starts to transition to something a little bit less familiar than what you've seen. You start to notice your hand running along the banister encounters dust. You feel the granules kind of getting onto your hands. Looking down at the marble floor, you start to see cracks and, debris scattered across it. And once the further up you get, the less you're able to see. In fact, the only thing that you're really able to see is right there because of the light shining from the floor below. If you guys wanted to see anything further.
I will ask
Nico has light on his mace, and I'm still carrying this marble figurine with light.
and
Okay.
I'll ask you to do it on my shield too.
You have light on 2 things.
I think up to 3. Or is it
let me look at
concentration?
it
You can only have it on 1.
I think it's just one.
Until the spell ends for an hour, the object sheds light, and it's okay. So it ended off
Cast
of your
again.
mace, and it is now on the marble figurine. So,
And what's the radius on that?
20 feet, and then 20 feet for dim light.
Okay. Yeah. So,
That's 40 feet of light.
yep, absolutely. As you guys get up to the top of the kind of the balcony area, oil lamps are mounted on the oak paneled walls. Looking at the oak panels, you see woodland scenes of trees and falling leaves and tiny critters. You also see in the center of the balcony a suit of armor, similar to the ones below. Several doors are visible from the balcony.
How far away are the oil lamps from me?
The oil lamps are on either side of the suit of armor.
Can I go inspect the armor?
I will cast prestidigitation. Fuck that word. On the oil lamp closest to me to light it up.
Okay,
because
you're able to do so.
Make a small spark.
Yeah, it lights up and sheds light similar to the one that you have on your figurine, continuing to illuminate the hall.
How's the dog acting?
Normal. kind of just staying right next to you, staying out of everybody else's way. Nicodemus, you said you wanted to inspect the armor. Okay. As you would walk up to inspect the armor, the dog would kind of get out of the way and allow you to come up close to the armor.
I'll brush the dog on my way past him.
Okay. As soon as you get right up to the armor, I need everyone to go ahead and roll for initiative. Let me bring out the tracker real quick. Move everybody. Everybody's rolling, so we'll have to get that going again.
You want us to re-roll, or are you gonna add us?
I'll add you.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, that's good. He rolled 0.
Har.
I'm technically next to the dog in the same space, because I'm a small creature. I could be in the same space as him, but
Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. We'll stagger them like that so we can see. Okay. Ira's already on there.
It's not rolling my initiative on Beyond 20.
and will the dog go on my turn? Will the dog get its own initiative?
Um,
Does he attack?
the dog isn't going. This is the first time that it's encountered something like that. At this point in time, it's just going to bark. You're going to have to do a little bit more to gain its trust and be able to command it. Nicodemus, you rolled a 13. Anderson, you rolled 8. Who
12.
am I missing? 12. Ira, Nicodemus.
Because for whatever reason, Beyond 20 or D&D Beyond is not sending my initiative tracker to whatchamacallit.
That's weird.
You don't
So,
have your roll
20.
20 on?
No, I do.
You're beyond 20?
I do. It's just every time I click initiative and I hit Beyond 20, it's not sending it. So
Mine's 11.
Got a technology.
Oh, the 18 was my animal handling, not my initiative's 11.
Killing me, Smalls.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's okay. Nicodemus, as you step up to the suit of armor, and as you go to inspect it, you see it start to raise a gauntleted fist, but you're first to react. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull my shield up and try to push it with my shield.
Okay.
I don't know if it's attacking me, but I'm startled, and my reaction is to just push.
Okay. Give me a contesting strength check.
Oh
boy.
Can I use my inspiration?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Probably a good idea.
I'll say you can if you'd like.
Ooh.
Oh.
No, it's better than.
You slam it with your shield, and it just kind of startles in place, but it doesn't seem phased.
Okay. Can I tell its intent? Can I see it's coming at me?
You can see that as it's raising its fist, it's kind of drawing back, almost as a winding up, like it's going to attack at you, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say some words, throw some shapes, and hit myself with Shield of Faith.
Okay. +2 bonus to your AC. Alrighty. You want to move? Yeah. Do you want to move?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand right there.
Alrighty. Panton, your turn.
I see the arm of the suit of armor just come up magically, or just come up and begin moving on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast a ray of frost on it. Startled that I'm seeing a suit of armor moving in the middle of everything.
Yeah, 22 definitely hits. You extend your hand, shooting a ray of frost out at the suit of armor. You see the cold blast off of its shoulder, and you can see the ice just kind of crackle up and shatter off, dealing 2 points cold damage.
Its movement is also reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okie dokie. Noted. Anything else?
I am not gonna back myself into a fucking corner, so I'm going to stay put.
Okie dokie. Honora, your turn. You're muted.
You're muted.
Gonna hold the dog back, step forward, and slash at it.
Okay, go for it.
17.
17 does not hit. You slash at the suit of armor, and it just ricochets off, not appearing to do any sort of damage to the animated armor.
What
Anything
is this thing? Why is it? What's going on? That's my turn.
Ira, getting about halfway up the stairs, you can kind of see lit the commotion and hearing clattering and also the spells being cast from above. But you're probably barely able to see the animated armor. You would definitely have to move up another 5 feet to get any sort
Get a
of
clear shot.
view. Yeah.
I am a small creature, so you can move over me, I guess.
The way I play, I can't remember what it says in the handbook, is you can move through
People
an
that say difficult
ally's space, but yeah, it's like difficult terrain.
Okay.
So for Pandon and I, wouldn't be difficult terrain because we
No.
are so small.
No, for you two, no, you can move freely through other people's spaces unless it's an enemy. But yeah, they can. Yeah, you'd be able to move by Panton if you wanted to, but Anderson, you'd have to suffer 10 feet of movement through that one space.
Understood.
If I moved on top of Panton.
Yeah.
And I can't get a clear shot from here.
You can get a clear shot from there, but you couldn't from the space that you had below.
Okay. Guess I'll try to. I don't know what good an arrow's going to do against it, but I'll shoot. Just to knock it back a little bit.
Yeah, you see the armor shifting and reflecting the sword blow that was just dealt to it, and you find a weak spot underneath the pauldron, right where it connects to the breastplate, and you shoot your arrow, dealing 8 damage. It pierces right through there. You don't see it hit any sort of flesh, but the aura that's holding the armor together, you could definitely hear the impact.
It's some kind of trap.
Is that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. The animated armor finishes its motion and slams you with a melee attack. 10 to hit. Does
Pull out
not
my
hit.
shield and just block it.
The next one, gonna need to make an athletics or an acrobatics check. Need to beat a 15. After it slams and misses, it grabs a hold of your shield and shoves you back 5 feet, toppling over the banister.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
You fall down 20 feet to the first floor suffering
Nico's
nine
getting beat up.
suffering 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And the animated armor kind of steps into that space and ends its turn. Anderson, your turn.
Okay. Quick question. I'm gonna first off move here. So if I move there, would this be flanking with Honora where she is, or is that not?
Yeah, I would say you're flanking. That's fine.
Okay. I am just gonna stab it with my rapier.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and roll for attack. Go ahead and...
Oh, and then my lightning damage, yeah.
how long does that blood right last?
It lasts until I either drop my weapon or I take a rest.
Okay.
We took a short rest, so didn't we?
Oh, did we?
I don't know if we did.
We did.
I don't
Didn't we
think so.
just
No, we didn't. Okay.
No.
eat berries?
Yeah, I think you
right.
just ate berries and continued on.
If you want
Flanking.
me to do it again, I can certainly do it again. That's
No,
issue.
no. Flanking rolls with advantage, right?
Only
Oh,
if you're
yes.
playing by the optional flanking rules.
Okay. I'll say yes. So even though you got a 24, go ahead and roll it again, just in case it's a crit. Okay. Yeah, we'll still stick with the first one. And then your lightning damage was 3?
Yeah.
You find a soft spot in its armor right underneath of the breastplate where it connects to the leg guards and stab right into its hypothetical stomach, dealing some pretty massive damage. It kind of recoils, and you see the electricity just kind of flow throughout the entirety of the armor.
Whoa, that was really cool.
Do I see if there's anything inside the armor?
No. It's, I guess, a shadowy figure, a magical dark essence. As your lightning kind of illuminates through it, you can see just blue, white blue glow from behind the helm just for a moment before it dissipates.
The hell are you? And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Nicodemus.
So am I on the first floor?
You are on the first floor, so it would take you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. It'd take you 60 feet of movement to get back right here.
Okay, I'll use my movement and action dash.
You don't
Get
have
back
to
up
do
there.
that. I'm just saying if
Yeah,
you
no,
wanted
yeah,
to.
I mean, yeah, I gotta get back up there.
Okay, so you're able to get about right there.
Yep.
And you have your bonus action left, I guess?
Hold on. I'm going to. I'll just end my turn.
Okie dokie. Anton, your turn.
Oh shit. And I'm going to run over here and tell everybody, stay away from me! And I'm going to cast Sword Burst.
That's just a 5-foot range.
Correct. And all of a sudden, mystical daggers just surround me and start slicing around in the air.
Yeah. The daggers slicing around in the air seem to go right through the animated armor, not causing any damage.
And that is my action, and I am going to stare this fucking menacing armor down and be ready for anything.
Alrighty, Honora, go. Your turn.
Okay. Are the swords gone now? Fantastic.
It's like a burst, right?
It is. Hold on, let me pull it up. Oh, it's instantaneous. So yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah, no, it doesn't stay. So
Then I'm gonna step behind it and go, "How do you like it?" and try to push it off the railings. I want to use my inspiration.
I like it.
Nice.
Alrighty.
I like it.
Go for it. I would say it rolled poorly enough that even though that was an acrobatics, I'll give it to you. Even
Okay.
subtracting 5 from it, I would say that it's suffice.
Well, my athletics is a +1, so
Okay. Either way, you shove the creature from the back, and you see it just jolts. And let's it falls, kind of extending its arms outwards, trying to grab onto anything, and you just hear a loud clattering of metal. And peering over the edge, it lays motionless below.
Turn to.
Ira, did you have any other movement that you wanted to do, Honora?
no, I'm good.
Okie dokie. Ira.
Say, heads up, Nico. And I was like, oh, you all right? And I'll call
Kinda
up to.
give off like a pant. I'm not running back down there.
I'll call up to Honora. Nice one. It doesn't look like it's moving.
Maybe you should shoot it just in case.
All right, I'll shoot it.
Unfortunately, ranged attacks against prone creatures do have disadvantage.
Okay.
But
Even
more than
when
welcome
you're
to still
shooting,
roll.
like straight down on it.
Rules is written, I
Yeah,
guess.
The rule.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take that away, because I don't think that's the way that it was intended. I think it was intended
it's
for
because-
distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, 23. If it did have no sneak attack, if it did have any semblance of life, you can tell that the magic that held the armor in its position gives out, and the individual pieces kind of scatter to the ground. Combat is officially in.
Yay.
I'll turn to Honora and say, "Remind me not to piss you off."
Be like, show my muscles. I'm like, yeah, I know.
She's all right.
I'm
She's
gonna-
not that tough.
I'm gonna walk down the stairs and take a look at that armor, like I wanted to originally.
Okay.
Don't get punched again.
I'll try not to.
You go down and you look at the armor, and it looks like full plate armor.
Would it fit me?
Everything we find. Will that fit that dress? Will that fit me?
Okay.
No, this
All right,
particular armor will not fit
Just
you.
looking at it, does
Welcome
it
to the Durst
does it
Family
appear to
Mall.
be anything special, or is it just like full plate but not ornate, just regular armor?
Just regular. Even, you know what? As you're walking back downstairs, you didn't notice it because you were in such a hurry. But the second floor and the first floor are now in a similar state, disrepair. What you saw before, pristine floors and walls, are now littered with rubble, cobwebs, dust and dirt and debris. Even closer inspection of the armor, while it looks relatively intact, it's old. You can tell that it has some rust spots, like it hasn't been maintained in a long time.
Sorry, what was all rusty?
The armor.
Oh, okay. And it won't fit me.
No.
Okay.
Check
Okay,
on the
guys.
kids.
Which way do you think is the nursery? Left or right?
So
Is
yeah,
it
I'll
at the
go back
top?
up the stairs.
Or was it the third floor? They said.
We are on the third floor.
Yeah. So yeah, then it would be this.
And then when I get back up to the party, I'll be like, hey, the illusion of the house is fallen. Like, everything down on the first floor is all, like, tattered.
the hell?
The kid's still there? We haven't checked on them in a while.
I didn't see.
Are you looking through your familiar?
Yeah, I wanted to while he was going down there to see, just to check up on them.
Yeah, looking through your familiar, hopping around in the foyer, the kids are no longer there.
Huh. You didn't see them? Maybe we should check on them. It's been a while.
I mean, come on, guys. I'm not going up and down these stairs all day.
Right, we're just trying
Surprised
to
it
figure out
didn't
what's
occur
in the
to you.
nursery.
Well, how about this? How about me and Ira go take a look at go look for the kids? Y'all can peek around up here.
No, let's stay together.
Yeah, I think
Fair enough.
Honora's got a good point. Like,
Alright.
a suit of
I'm
armor just
listening
attacked
to
us.
this door.
You're opening the door that you're in front of you?
Left.
No, I'm listening at the door.
Listening at the door? Don't hear anything beyond.
Okay, I'm gonna peek in this one here. Peek my head in.
Okay. Opening up the door, you see storage room. Dusty shelves line the walls. Some of them have folded sheets. Others have blankets, old bars of soap, cobwebs. Nothing. There's an old broom leaning in the back of the room. Cobwebs draped over it, kind of looking like a veil.
Nope, no kids in this one, and then I'll open up the next one.
Okay. Opening up the next room, you're met with similar disrepair, disarray, just dunginess. You see a full bed at the back of the room, end tables on either side, an unlit hearth. You see a wardrobe creaked halfway open. Next to the wardrobe, you see a full-length mirror with a wooden frame carved to look like ivy and berries. You see another door in the room. Well,
Yeah, does this look like a nanny's room? Am I gonna do that?
You also notice on that bed that it is soaked in blood. But this room doesn't necessarily look like a nanny's room.
Can I look in the mirror? What do I see?
Looking into the mirror, you see a skeletally thin reflection of yourself. Gaunt face.
I don't know what Strahd was talking about. I look great.
Almost like just emaciated to the point of nearly starving.
If anything, I could gain a few pounds.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Is everybody else seeing the same thing I'm seeing?
Anybody that looks in the mirror would see the
Okay.
same.
Okay.
Will we see Nico like really gaunt, or will we see ourselves really gaunt?
Anybody that stands in the mirror can see anybody else looking extremely famished.
That's not natural at all, guys. And there seems like there's no baby in here, so let's keep.
Well, we gotta
Wait,
pick that other
wait.
room. It might be the nursery.
Hold on. I'm gonna open this door right here.
Okay. As you open up the door, you see a poorly dressed figure, rags draped over their back, hovering over a cradle. Area. Okay. There's no token in there, but just a little bit of theater of mind for right now.
So there's like someone like draped over the.
There's somebody, and as you open up the door, you can barely see due to Panton's illuminated figurine in his hand, shining the light inside. A womanly figure rocking the cradle with a hand inside, and you can just hear, "Shh, shh, shh. It's okay. Mommy's here." In a voice very similar to that.
I want to look at the wardrobe before anything happens.
The wardrobe is completely empty.
Okay. What do you see, Anderson?
Wait, ma'am? Ma'am, are you there?
As she turns, faces, you see a dark-haired woman turn. "Don't come near my baby," and flesh just kind of start falling off of the face. But after she says that, you hear the flesh hit the floor, and she turns back and continues to rock the cradle. Ooh, Anderson, you're getting a paddling.
Spooked him too much.
You're killing the immersion, okay?
All right, you're back. Did you hear that?
Well, I got everything except for the very last part. The flesh hitting the floor. I got.
Yeah. Yeah, she just turned back to the cradle and started rocking.
My baby.
And then
Ma'am,
some of you getting a paddling.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Ma'am, are you okay? Is
there-
what's going on here?
Just deep, ghastly breaths coming from the
Okay,
room. She just continues to rock.
I have a feeling that she might be undead. Do I know if she's undead?
Or
Make
she's really
a
sick.
make a religion check, I guess.
Okay, sorry, this is important, like character-wise.
She's just got a cold. She'll be fine.
Would say even with that, as the flesh fell away and she seemed unfazed, you would be able to tell that this was some sort of undead creature.
I'll turn to the party and say, guys, I think we might have found our monster.
I'll come in the room and I'll say the kids are gone.
Where'd they go?
I don't know.
I think we found the brother's room.
Well, again, this woman in here, she's definitely undead, and she's that means she's a monster of some
What
sort.
the?
That's what I'm saying.
What?
I've read about these in my studies. I never thought I would encounter one, but I have a duty to send her to hell.
Why can't she go to heaven?
She's undead?
Right.
I must cleanse her from this mortal plane.
That sounds better. It's less mean.
Hello?
And yeah, I'll kind of push past everybody if they let me,
I'll let you.
and approach the cradle and woman.
As you get closer, she lets out just a ghastly shriek in your direction, just and then just apparates into thin air. And the cradle slowly comes to a halt. Inside, you see something wrapped in a black blanket.
All right,
Well,
so
good
I
job,
know
Nico.
I've
You
said
scared
this.
her off. Grab the baby.
I know I've
Oh,
said this
yeah.
a lot, but what the hell is going on here? I ain't never seen an undead do that before.
I've never seen an undead, so
Yeah, like I said, I've only read about them, but
well, we came to save the baby, so grab the baby, Nico.
and
Right,
I'll
like the
reach down
baby.
and grab the
Baby.
baby.
You pick up the bundle, and what you expected to be a solid figure, the blankets kind of collapse and fold in on themselves, empty.
Is there any remains or bones or bone dust or anything?
Opening up the swaddle. There's nothing inside. Just dirt, just dust, just cobwebs, just old,
There's dirt in there?
like debris, like settling,
Oh.
like
Oh, okay.
just around.
Okay. I'll inspect the cradle and like look under the mattress or hay or straw or whatever.
I've lit a torch, by the way.
Okay. Inspecting around the room, painted blue, but you don't find anything underneath of the mattress. Don't find anything else noteworthy in the room. It's relatively bare. The window that you see right here, and just glancing that direction, you notice there's the pane of glass, but on the outside, bricks stacked up. It's no longer a window that you can see through. The window is bricked shut.
You see anything, Nicodemus?
Not really. And I'll exit the room and come out to the balcony and look at the window from the outside.
You skip the important step on that.
Checking the door.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I'll attempt to open the door.
They do not open.
Uh,
Need help with that?
Locked?
yeah, it appears to be locked. I mean, what kind of door is it? Is it like solid wood or is it like a glass door?
Solid wood doors.
Okay.
I'm gonna like put my shoulder into it and see if I can like bust it open.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Sure thing. Sorry. Need to... There we go. Oh, but it's not showing up on. There we go. Sorry. D&D Beyond is weird.
Nope, you're good. Don't budge. You can feel them give a little bit against your shoulder, but they're not opening.
All right. Yep. That thing's pretty solid.
It's a double door. Maybe if we both hit it at the same time.
Well, I'm down if you are.
And count of 3, let's go. And we'll just 1, 2, 3. And we'll,
Ram it.
Roll another
yeah,
one.
I'll throw my weight behind it.
Okay. It doesn't budge. You guys both hit it. It's not moving.
Can I?
This
Yeah.
thing
Can
ain't
I
moving.
look at the door handles? Are they locked or are they?
I'm gonna peek my head in again. Did you guys get the baby? Can we go?
No baby.
You twist the handles. They don't seem locked, but they don't want to open.
Can I grab the handles and use mending and attempt to fix if like the mechanism is broken, or can I detect or not detect but infer if they're like magically locked?
At least I found your problem.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Ira.
what's that, Ira?
It looks like it's walled off. Look, through this window.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Do you think they walled off the whole place though? I figured they just
Well, I
walled
mean,
off
if
the
you
window.
can't open that door and it's not locked, then
What, could I tell if it was hitting wall? Because you said it gave a little bit.
You can't really tell. You know that you hit a wood door and it didn't open. Looking around to the other 2 windows, you notice that these are also similarly bricked off.
Were they bricked off before?
When you walked into the room, if you would have looked at them, they would have been. They were not if you would have looked at it as you were walking up. Recalling from when you first walked up, you didn't see any bricks across any of the windows.
Could you do a flyby and see on the outside of this building?
A flyby.
I noticed you had some sort of connection with your bird.
I don't think anybody knows that I have a familiar. I've always tried to. I've always done it in secret.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Disregard.
Wah, wah. Disregard that. Yeah, I didn't know you were hiding it. Okay, yeah, I'll.
What are you guys doing in there? If there's no baby, we gotta keep looking.
I'm coming.
I think this baby was a wild goose chase.
So
Sounds like
I was
something
unable
Anderson would
to
say.
do anything while casting mending on the door.
No. The doorknobs didn't react. It appears the turning mechanism worked just fine.
Okay.
I mean, the kids are gone. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, they probably
Well,
just
there's
went
even-
outside to wait again in a bush or something. I'm sure they didn't run away.
Look, if there's even a chance
How do
that
you know if the kids are gone if you've been with us the entire time?
Well, when you guys first went in here, I rushed down real quick. That's why I have this torch lit now. Nicodemus didn't check. I was worried.
Yeah,
Fair
they just might be outside because the house got all creepy.
Well, look, if there's even a 1% chance that there's a baby in here, we need to get it out of here. That's
I
all I'm saying.
agree. Anderson's right. We need to find whatever's going on and get
So
this
what? The other baby that Nicodemus just found was a decoy. The undead woman. What was that all about?
Yeah, I think that was the baby we were looking for.
But there's
I-
no
I-
baby.
I believe we're being.
It could have
tricked.
been, but look. We need to look through the entire house. Like, if there's maybe not even a baby, there's a person in here with all these goddamn monsters.
And it could have
We
been
need
a
to do
pretend
something.
baby. Yeah, the real baby's somewhere else, and that could have been a pretend baby so that thieves and mad people can't get it, maybe?
I
I'm
don't
not
know if
sure if
I'm
that's a
down to
thing.
risk my life for.
Panton is gonna head forward and look at the double doors over here.
Um,
And
okay. Looking at the double doors from the outside, they look very similar to the doors that you recalled as you first entered the home. Two stained glass panes are on either side of the door, depicting red with a golden windmill on either one.
and I'm gonna. Is there a keyhole that I can peer through or anything like that?
It doesn't appear to be so.
I'm gonna put my
Can you
ear up
look
against the
through the
door and try
glass?
to listen.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, show.
Maybe, Ira, you should run outside and go look and see if the balcony is clear. Or maybe the kids are outside.
I mean, they might have run back outside. They said they didn't want to come inside the house, but
Yeah, they could be waiting for us on the porch.
I mean,
You
this
didn't
whole
hear-
house is creepy. Those
I
kids were kind of
agree.
creepy too.
The kids were perfectly nice.
You
They were
didn't hear
alright.
anything.
Do you
But-
not like children?
Nothing. Okay. At that point, I say,
Well-
"Yeah, I think we just gotta keep going," and I'm gonna push open the doors if I can, if they don't, if they're not locked.
Okay. As you open up the double doors, still illuminating with your light, you see a dusty cobweb-filled master bedroom. Burgundy drapes covering the windows in the back. Four-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils sits in the center of the room. See the hanging corpse of a well-dressed man strung up from the canopy frame, feet just barely off the ground. See a matching pair of wardrobes, and I'll go ahead and start to reveal this area here.
Like he was hung with a noose?
Yes.
Holy shit!
Can you walk
how
through
old
there?
Does the body look?
Give
Pardon?
me If you are going to inspect the body, give me.
I'm not coming into the room, so I'm not inspecting it. I'm just, at this point, it's just like, does it look like a skeleton or does it look like a fresh body?
It looks relatively fresh. It still has all its flesh. The coloration is purplish.
Holy shit, guys. Look at that. That's not good. That's not something that somebody should be doing.
Hey, wait,
fuck.
what did you talk about? Oh my god.
What?
No, stay back. Stay back. I'm gonna go up to the body and inspect it wherever it is on the map. I'll go inspect it like thoroughly. See if I can find like any identification and like roughly how long the body has been here.
Looking at them, looking at the body, go ahead and give me a medicine check or we'll say a wisdom check, either one.
That is both the same for me.
You can't tell how long the body's been there, but you do recall looking at the painting on the floor before that this is the body of Mr. Durst. And you see clutched in its hand a crumpled up, somewhat tinged piece of paper.
Well, I think we found Mr. Durst, and I'll go for the paper in his hand.
Honora, come look at the work of your beast.
What?
I'm going to go ahead and just
There's a
share
lot
it
in
to you.
It's not the baby, and it doesn't look like this was done by a beast.
There you go. Can you see it? It's in your journal.
Let's see, journal.
Next to your character sheet.
Looking at the
Oh
body,
yes, suicide note. Yeah, I can see it. Thank you.
would I be able to tell if it was beyond my capabilities to like heal him?
Give me a medicine check. By your guess, looking at the body, you would say that it probably looks to be about only 2 hours old. But given what you know about the house, that's all that you can deduce.
I'm gonna squeeze around and underneath everyone's feet and go, "What? Oh my god!"
I'll share the note with anyone else who wants to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like it to see it as well.
Okay, we'll go
What'd you
ahead
find
and
there?
just.
While Anderson is passing that around,
Suicide
I'm gonna go
note.
pick up Mr. Durst and unnoose him and lay his body down on the bed.
Okay. You're able to do so without issue. Anyone else kind of looking around the room, you would see a rotting tiger skin rug lies in front of an unlit fireplace. A dust-covered portrait of Gustav and Elizabeth Durst hanging above it. In the bottom right corner of the room, you would see a parlor with a table and 2 chairs. You would also see right next to where Anderson is standing right now, you would see a vanity area with a jewelry box sitting on top.
I'm gonna place my shield and mace kind of against the wall and drop down to my knees and just start praying and begging Lathander to bring this man back to life. And I will attempt to commune with Lathander.
So
Okay. You have commune as a spell, right?
I do not.
Do not? Okay, but you're just attempting to talk to them.
Correct.
Okay.
You know, it'd be Lathander. It's me, your humble devotee. I ask you to bring this man back to life, if only for a moment. He seems to be important within my quest in my life. In the effort to serve you, I ask thee for these blessings.
A moment goes by, shuffling still around the room, inspecting things. No response.
I'll stand up, and you reach my hand up to the sky and cast thaumaturgy to make my voice louder, and just say, Lathander, I beseech ye, give me your blessing.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna try to stop him and be like, partner, what the hell are you trying to do?
And I'll just kind of wave Anderson off.
I'll go
He's a
around the
priest.
corner over here
You-
and just be like, "Hey, look! I found another entrance to the dumbwaiter thing."
You yell towards your god, asking for help. More desperately, you're met only with silence.
Nicodemus, it seems like you're trying to resurrect this feller here. Is that what's going on?
Well, I thought maybe I could bring him back for just a moment. Maybe we could get some information out of him, but
So I get like right up in his face and I say, we do not raise the dead here.
well, I wasn't gonna bring him back as like undead. I was gonna bring him back to life.
Even for a minute, you don't bring back that which is dead.
I mean, apparently I can't, even if I wanted to.
I've been trying to open this door for the last 5
Good.
minutes.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of somberly and somewhat disappointed, like grab my shield and mace, and just kind of, I'm gonna go sit on this chair and just kind of be downtrodden, looking through my holy book, trying to find a reason as to why Lathander didn't respond.
Okay.
Something I want to do is, if I'm able to, I want to open this door.
Okay. Honora, opening it up, you just see extremely empty closet. Clothes, nothing. Just dust.
Weird. Come on, Panton. I think we're done in this room.
Again, it kind of got mixed in the shuffle. Over here was a vanity with a mirror and a jewelry box and other kind of knickknacks on it.
I'll check that out. Use an investigation check for you.
Okay. Opening up the jewelry box, you find that the jewelry box itself is like dusting off all the dirt and debris. You see that it's made out of silver and it's got gold filigree. Looks like it's pretty valuable. Opening it up, you see 3 gold rings and a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant.
Wow.
You also see a sealed letter.
I will look at it. Is it just blank and just sealed up?
It is sealed with familiar red wax with the emblem of the windmill in the wax seal.
I'll open it up.
It's in your journal. Anderson, opening up the other room, you see a bathtub, a little wash basin, a wood stove.
Anything inside the bathtub?
Nope.
All right.
On top of the iron stove, you see a kettle resting on top of it. Maybe what they use to fill up the bath with hot water.
And nothing in the. Is there anything in the sink? No. Okay.
No, it's bone dry.
All right. Just making sure.
Okay, seeing that there's no stairs going up, I want to investigate the weird mirror in the nanny's room.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. Okay. Looking at the mirror, you notice the leaves and the berries. Berries, some of them are eyes. Looking at the mirror, you see the familiar figure of the woman that was rocking the baby's cradle behind you. But as you turn, you don't see her. She's motioning you towards the mirror. You push against it. Nothing. But looking to the crack between the mirror and the frame that holds it, you see a slit that's partly open. Looking like it's a crack in the wall.
Can I wedge my hand in there and try to slide it open?
You pull the mirror out a little bit and you're able to wedge your hand in and pull it open. Ears. The
Guys, I found something. Boys,
I
over here.
immediately run to my sister. What'd you find? What'd you find? What'd you find?
I found a secret entrance.
And I'm gonna blow past her and look at it.
Huh. The attic.
Where it is.
Nico, come on.
And as I hear that, I kind of, wake up out of my meditation of somewhat, and this rug struck me in front of me. Like, it seemed very out of place to have a tiger skin in Barovia. Can I inspect it?
Yeah. Looking at it, picking it up and just kind of the pelt falling apart. It seems real. You don't know how it got here, but it seems real enough.
Okay, yeah, I'll just kind of shrug it off and continue walking down the hallway. I'm very contemplative, I've been thinking about the decisions I've made in my life, and like I've devoted my entire life to the
Next
study.
level, he's a warlock.
To the study, and it was very disheartening to have my first action that I call to my god and receive no response.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll join the party in the hallway.
There was a door in that weird funhouse mirror.
Oh, in the skinny mirror?
Yes.
I found a letter as well. That's for picking up clues all around.
I'm gonna head up the stairs.
Panton, slow down. Wait for us.
Just so you know, I got. Okay, I'm just gonna read it. It sounds like there was some messed up shit going on here. It says, "My dear Mrs. Petrovna, your advice on dealing with the unwanted fiend in my home is quite good advice indeed. Tonight's ceremony will proceed as planned when the moon is at its highest peak, without, of course, the attendance of Mr. Durst. I must agree with you that, with the assistance of such a remarkably innocent subject, the results of our proceedings may be far improved. Innocent, in quotes, of course, is not quite the term I would use. If nothing else, I am relieved that I shall soon no longer have to suffer the harlot's insufferable presence each time we must pass through her quarters to our meeting space. We shall be well rid of her indeed. My thanks, Mrs. Elizabeth Durst."
While he was reading that, I'm heading up the stairs.
I'll go up after him. Just I want to make sure he's like safe.
Yeah. Head and character up the stairs. You behind. Feel a little more.
I start rushing to catch up to them.
Looking at the top of the stairs, you see a door. You're not sure if it's locked or not. You continue all the way up to the...
All the way up, and I say, "Hey, I found more stairs. There's more stairs leading up over here."
Good to know.
I jiggle the handle.
It's free.
Call it. This must be the basement. Careful.
I
I'm
believe
going
that's the
to-
attic, sir.
I'm going to swing
the
open
The
the
stairs
door.
were going
basement should
up.
be close behind.
As you swing open the door, you're greeted with an empty floor. Just several
Aw.
doors, but nothing of note in this hall of sorts.
Is
It's
that
just-
a window in front of me?
Yes, and it is bricked up on the outside.
I'm gonna scoot past you, Panton, since you're holding up the stairs.
You do notice, however, that this door in particular has a padlock on the outside of it.
Yeah, must be something good in there.
Very, very interesting.
Well, probably best to see what's
Dude.
inside.
A large
Is-
square lock with a key hole.
Can I try the key I picked up earlier to see if it fits?
You do so as you place the iron key inside the large lock. It's in. Turn it.
Careful, you guys. That door might be locked for a reason.
Yeah, to hide secrets and treasure and shit.
I mean,
Sorry,
I was
Nora.
doing some pretty good yelling downstairs. I imagine if there's anything, it would have.
Just stand back and be ready with your weapons. That's what they're there for.
You turn the key, and with a little bit of resistance, you feel a click, and the padlock drops. The clasp undone, seeming to be able to pull open the door if you like.
Yes.
Ready, Laura?
I
I
wanna
ready
see
my
what's in the
weapon?
door.
I'm taking a step back.
Yeah, I'll be front line. Just right in the door.
So who's got light on them right now?
Panton.
still
hand-
my-
Is there anywhere? Sorry, is there anywhere I can put my torch?
There's no sconces on the wall, no.
Okay, then I'll draw a dagger.
Okay. Give it just a second. It's the explanation of the room.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. My Discord's just being weird for me today.
All right, we'll get it fixed.
Just plug it into the hard line of the internet.
You open up the door, and you see two small children's beds. In the back, you see a bricked up window, but this one not bricked from the outside. There's no glass pane, only a frame, bricks sealed on the inside. A small dollhouse sits to the left of the door, and to the right of the door, you see a toy chest littered with toys around it. In the center of the room, you see two skeletal figures. A small one resting in the arms of a slightly larger one. Both seeming to be wearing the same clothes, a little more tattered than the ones of Rose and Thorn. Similar toy, stuffed toy, laying in the smaller one's lap.
Panton, you don't need to see this. This is not okay. What? But close the door.
I'm barging into the room. It's like, stop treating me like a child.
No.
And I go into the room and I look at the skeletons.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna sob.
Anton, as you get in, you see to the right, near the toy chest. As you study this atrocity before you, you see a ghostly form, Thorn, playing with a toy. He pretends to walk a small doll to a wooden table. He sets the doll on top of the table. He says, Uncle Dimov, you've been bad. Time for the rack. And as Thorn starts to secure the doll's hands to the table, turns a tiny wooden crank. The table begins to spread apart, stretching the doll at the center. Just as the doll gets to the point to where the stomach looks to be bursting at the seams, the crank snaps, materializing from one of the beds to the left. A ghostly image of Rose walks towards Thorn, kneels beside him, placing her hand on his wooden toy, begins muttering an incantation. The crank becomes fixed. Thorn gives it a few more turns before the doll bursts into the center, and stuffing is exposed. He smiles with a big grin and hugs his sister. And you see before you, looking now up at you, Panton, two very familiar figures of Rose and Thorn.
I'm going to take a half step back and probably
I'll wrap
bump
my
into
arms around
the
you.
house at that point.
As you take a half step back, Rose says, "No, please don't go," and holds out a hand.
Captain, come. I don't
I
think there's
look
anything we
back
can do for them
I
anymore.
look back at Honora and it's like, what's wrong with you?
What do you mean? They're gone.
What's wrong with you two? Like, why are you still here?
We're stuck here. We starved. The door was locked. No one came to get us. Normally, they just leave us in here for a couple of hours, but they never came back this time. Who are you? What are you doing here?
We saw you downstairs. Like, you were downstairs and now you're up here.
We've been inside this room the whole time.
No, you haven't. You were downstairs, and I point down the hallway. You were downstairs. You're up here. We didn't see anybody come past you.
As you raise your voice, she grabs Thorn and kind of draws him back further into the room. Don't yell at us. We're just children. Please. We don't know what's going on. We just know that our mother took our brother down to the basement, and our father never came back to unlock us from our room. They lock us in here so we don't go following them down in the basement, but this time they never came back.
Where's
I'm gonna
the
put my
basement?
arms, my hand on Panton's shoulder. Just stand there quietly.
Where's the basement?
As you ask that, Rose points at the dollhouse. That's a accurate replica of the home. And as you look at the dollhouse, see all of the rooms and their exact location, down to furniture. And you see something that's a little weird. On this side of the house, the stairwell goes all the way down. You're kind of poking around in there. You press up against the wall, and it just kind of hinges open.
What can we do to help you? obviously you're stuck here, but nobody should be stuck someplace forever. I mean, it's not
That's right.
right.
We
It's
just
not
want to help.
natural.
You could save our brother.
Where's your brother? We went to the nursery and we didn't see him in there.
Mom took him down in the basement. It's too late for us, but maybe it's not too late for him.
We'll save him.
If we can, we'll do our very best. You guys wait here. We'll do what we can. But I'm gonna leave this door unlocked. If you guys want to leave, you can. Okay?
Oh, please. Can we come with you?
I mean, yeah, sure. I don't know what you're gonna do, but
As you say sure, Thorn reaches out to grab your hand. Panton. Do you allow him to?
I'm gonna roll a die 4, and an even is yes, and an odd is no. No, absolutely not. Freaked out by this.
As the ghostly figure reaches out to grab your hand, you withdraw, recoiling from it. He starts crying and then lunges for you. Need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Fuck you first. Charisma.
Oh, here we go.
It's a good one.
It is my good one, thank God. Oh, god damn it. Come on. Get roll. There it goes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
As Thorn lunges out at you, trying to hold your hand, its form goes through you. And you can feel him trying to go into your very soul. But you purge it from your body. Internally just saying no. And the ghostly figure goes back to standing in front of you. Please don't leave.
Nope. I'm running out of the room now at this point. I mean, I've looked at the dollhouse, like I have an idea of the layout, I take it at this point, and I'm just leaving this room.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I'm gonna help Panton leave and close the door.
Okay. You're free to do so. Both the children just stay there weeping.
We'll come back and check on you when we're done.
No response.
Do I have any idea what the ghost child tried doing to me, or is that just something that?
Are you alright?
Make a religion check.
Fuck.
Where are you at?
Okay. Being from a noble family, having access to, religious books, you would have gathered that that was a possession of some sorts. And having read, not all possessions are innately evil. Sometimes there are good spirits, there are bad spirits. But what they do is they try to latch onto your body and have some form of control.
No, I'm not alright, and I'm not going back in that room. No. Screw those guys. No.
It's alright. It's alright. Either way, though, they said something about their brother. Probably against my better judgment, we should probably go deal with that.
Should we? We could
I
just
know.
leave.
We could. It just don't feel right to me.
I mean, if they're already dead, then I'm guessing the brother
We have.
dead. Let's just go.
Like, I
mean,
feel
priest,
like.
Do you have any idea what that was? They're ghosts, right?
Yeah, they definitely appeared to be some sort of specter, of some
And
sort of
they
specter.
said they didn't see us outside, so who was that?
I mean, if I had to guess, maybe it was Strahd.
I say we
But
just
it also could just be an illusion curse that's besieged this house. I don't
Anyway.
know
Go
why
look
they
into
would
that.
put it here or what its purpose is, but it's definitely not right.
Yeah, I'm kind of freaked out, guys. I was okay with everything up until this point, and now I don't feel so good about it.
Really? With the armor coming at us and
It's
all the
fine.
illusion magic on the house?
You put traps
The
on your house all
undead
the
woman,
time.
the crazy mirror.
You don't understand what living with Camden is
I'm
like.
the only one that was almost just possessed over there, and whatever crazy curse might be on this house, I'm sure has gotten a lot of other people because this house is old, and I don't think that I want this curse to keep attracting people and getting more people trapped within it. So I'm all down for trying to lift this curse, whatever it may be.
I've read about
I'm not
exorcisms
going in
before.
that room again. Like, sorry, Nora, fuck that room.
Right. Well, yeah.
If we want to lift the curse, we either burn this place to the ground, or
I like that one. Let's go outside and burn
uh,
the place.
or
I don't know if we have the materials
even that might not
to
do
do that.
it. If we truly want to break it, we may have to explore more of this house. Is all I'm saying.
I think we should find out what's in the basement.
I'm with Nicodemus there.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
Well, look, just get behind us. We'll be up front.
Well, let's not put Nico up front. He's really squishy.
How do you break a
And I'm-
curse?
I'm gonna look at
Good
Nora.
question. We'll figure it out when we get there.
You keep getting hit in the
I'm
face,
just
okay?
What exactly
Just a
do you
quick
mean by
side note.
squishy?
Remember the wolf
The
bit you
secret
when you
room
fell
that you
down?
were talking about, was that on the third floor?
I remember.
Was that over in the? Oh, so it could be found over here as well, or?
Yep. You would know that there were a couple other rooms. Looking at the doll house, I'm just going to go ahead and reveal them to you because you would have seen them in the replica. You have seen a couple other guest bedrooms, and you would have seen another room that like a storage with things draped with sheets. Known that inside of this room, we're able to open up the wall and ascend the staircase or descend the staircase.
All right. So if this doorway is unlocked, I'm going to just throw it open with complete abandon of care.
Yeah, you throw it open. The force of the wind just kind of rustles the blankets, the sheets that are over this one right here. The sheet blows completely off, and you see a chest with an arm and a leg sticking out of it. Still not all the way closed. Dried blood on the arm and the leg.
I really hate this place. I'm really interested about that damn chest now.
But let's just leave then, Panton. I think we should just get out of here.
No, this curse needs to be lifted. No. I'm gonna grab at the arm that's in the chest. I'm gonna see if it pulls free.
It doesn't. It's limp. You pull at it, and you can tell that it's attached to something.
And I'm gonna go to the chest and I'm gonna try to lift it open.
You flip it open. It was just resting on the arm and the leg. And you see a figure that looks a lot like the ghostly figure that was rocking the child. Stab wounds all in her chest and stomach area, blood soaked across her clothing.
I'm going to try to move her around in the chest. Is there any like post or broom or anything in this room?
Looking around, yeah, you could find a broomstick or a broom that would be used to just kind of leaning up against near the stove to clear away any soot and things like that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that broom and I'm gonna try to leverage it where I don't touch the body, but I try to move it and get it out of the way and see if there's anything else in the chest.
Doesn't appear to be so. Just a corpse.
Pandon,
I
stop
found the
flirting with
nanny.
that poor lady.
She's dead.
Yeah,
She's
but
got a lot of holes in her body.
you don't need to play with her.
I'm not playing with her. I was looking to see if there was anything else in the chest.
Does this body seem recent? You said there's like dried blood. It's not like skeletal or anything.
It looks older and a little bit more decayed than the father, Gustav, that was hung. But not fully decayed as in hundreds of years old.
Looking at the body, can I determine if the stab wounds were the cause of death, or if there was something more magical going on?
Make a medicine check.
I'll help him with that.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely tell that the stab wounds, a couple vital spots right in the heart, the lungs, the abdomen. That many stab wounds, nobody's gonna survive that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start searching this wall, looking for the way to get in.
Absolutely easy enough. You don't even need to roll an investigation since you had seen it in the dollhouse. It hinges, and you can just pull it open.
All right, guys. I think I found the stairs down to the basement. Does somebody else
Sweetie,
want to lead, or?
I'll
let me
lead.
go first.
And I will go down first.
All right, I will be second. Then I will definitely be in front of Panton.
I
Alrighty.
will
Right
give
behind
whoever's in front of me the little marble statue.
All right.
All right. Who was first?
I was.
You were first. Hey, Honora, you were second.
So put the dog last.
Let you guys see where the dog is. Okay. Perfect. It actually transitioned the music right on time. I didn't even hit skip. Oh shit. It becomes a little more drafty. The dark stone, rough-hewn walls. As you're going 30, 40, 60 feet from the
produced flame.
from the top attic all the way down the basement floor. The chart here. Sorry. The wooden spiral staircase descends 60 feet down. You get to the bottom, stone floors, and you look east, west, and you see wood posts every 5 feet, support beams, basically holding up this rough-hewn stone basement. Don't necessarily see anything but hallway at this point. What's your torch vision? Is it 20 feet and then another 20 feet dim?
I think so.
The same as the light cantrip, I believe.
You would see,
Yeah.
I guess down in this area, the stone would shine, and you would be able to see bones littered across the ground, and a wood table with a wooden bench.
All right, Anderson, left or right?
First things first, I'm gonna go towards the table.
Okay. As you make your way, now you see into the side halls.
Right.
You see hallways and a couple doors on either side of you.
Anderson, do you mind taking the torch? I'm a better shot than I am. I'm a better shot with an extra hand free.
Oh. Wait. Who are you giving that to?
Well, I guess you have the figurine.
Yeah.
I'll take it for now.
All right.
As you step into the room with the table, you see that it's a dining hall. A plain wooden table flanked by long benches. Moldy humanoid bones litter the ground and the table itself. Just dirt strewn all about the floor.
This place creeps me out more and more the longer we're here.
This feels like a place people go to die.
More than just that.
Do you think they eat people?
Hard to say, though I wouldn't put past them at this point.
I mean, we found books on cannibalism and blood rituals upstairs, and I mean, Mrs. Durst seemed to be planning something.
Anderson
Can't keep up.
Anderson kind of chuckles when you say blood rituals.
I think
Come
that
on, Lancelot.
I think Mr. Durst might have been doing something with the nanny. I think that might be the harlot that they're talking about, and I think the innocent might be the brother, according to her wording in here.
Right. Where are you going? Don't split up. Nico, come back.
Oh, sorry.
All right. I'm heading off this way.
Let's do our best to stay together.
As you're looking around, this appears to be just a maze of hallways and chambers and, halls that lead to shut doors. You guys do?
I'm just gonna keep going for right now, if everyone wants to follow.
Wait up.
Yeah.
You know what we're gonna find down there.
Nope. It's true.
Right. We should definitely not split up.
Yep, I can agree with that.
Well, that, and I mean, if things go south, what, we're just gonna run back out the way we came?
That sounds like a plan.
If we go south, we'll just kill it.
Yeah, it depends how south it goes.
Is this like a door right here?
Sorry, that's a long hallway.
Long hallway. Okay. So I don't immediately see anything that way. So I'll.
You know what? Hang on, guys. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take a bone and I'm gonna try to mark on the walls like where we've been so we don't get lost.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do so. Picking up the bone and just kind of scraping
Yeah, I'll
into
char it on the torch I've got and then kind of just mark the hallways.
Easily to do. Yeah, leaving a trail.
And I'll help her with that.
Sure, easy enough to do.
Yeah, so just mark a couple places. Every time we take a turn, just mark. Okay, go ahead.
Stepping into this room, you see a large well, support beams every 5 feet in any direction, splitting off into what appear to be several small independent chambers. with a well
Okay.
directly in the center, and a rod that goes above, and hanging from it is a bucket. Nicodemus, are you inspecting the well?
Yeah, does the water look clear, or is there water in it?
As soon as you step up to the well,
Fuck me.
in a second,
That's what you get
I'm
for
looking
being
at shit.
nosy.
give me a dexterity. No, hold on.
The good one.
Nope. Give me an athletics. Give me an athletics or an acrobatics check. Oh, okay. As you peer over into the water.
Roll a new character.
Oh, hold on.
Not yet.
To be broken.
Dang it. It's not letting me grab it.
Oh, I see something.
Oh, hold on. It to the. There we go. Jumping out of the water and grabbing a hold of you, tries to pull you into the well.
But can't because of my large stature.
He doesn't fit.
I don't fit.
It's not that you don't fit, but you do not go all the way down. Your legs kind of catch onto the side, but your head is now fully submerged into water. Next round, you'll have to make a constitution check. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative for me. Make sure you click on your token first.
So, are you guys using the Beyond 20 to roll your initiative?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just push on the initiative button next to your armor
Or-
class.
But you have to make sure that your character is selected still.
Yeah, I'm using
Yeah,
D&D
and
Beyond
that's-
with the extension that links it to
I
Beyond 20.
wonder. Oh, that's why. Okay. Because I forget that. Cancel.
Dang it.
On now. There we go.
That's a lot of ghouls. Shit.
There was only 3 of them. Sorry about that.
I'm
okay,
actually going. May I roll with my inspiration on this?
Sure.
And that's with advantage, then, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, come the fuck on. And select my token on the map.
That's all right.
On
What
this
was your first initiative? Or what was your?
It was 18. The first one was 18. Hold on, because I got to do it again now. Oh, fuck.
Anderson, what's your dex modifier?
I believe
go,
it's
18 and
+3.
6.
Yeah,
Okay,
plus
what's
3.
your total dex?
My total dex is 16.
16.
Oh, we're tied.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, everybody's on there. As that happens, a ghoul you hear rustling comes from one of the corridors. 2, 25, 30. We'll say it gets to right there, and is going to make an attack with advantage against Nicodemus because he is kind of grappled in the well. Okay, 22. Nicodemus, you suffer 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'm unconscious.
Okay, that
Oh,
ends
no.
that character's turn. Honora, it is your turn.
Okay, I will attack the ghoul that's got Nicodemus first.
Okay.
With the torch. I'm gonna hit it with the torch.
Okay. All right, that's an improvised weapon, or do you have martial skills, right? So you'd be able to use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would it be a dex or a strength?
It'd be a strength.
That works. +3 for strength. I'm proficient, so it would add 3 more, so 6. So it'd be 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 to hit.
Okay. 12 hits.
Okay.
And then go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. I guess. Go ahead and roll a D4 for fire damage. I don't know what the full torch thing is, but all right, we will say you successfully hit the ghoul holding Nicodemus, its head just barely above water. Nicodemus's face just plunged in directly below it. You smack it upside the head, and it turns its attention to you. Its undead mouth just kind of gape, halfway torn off. Suffer. Okay. Alrighty.
Okay, hold on. I'm not done. I want to action surge and
Okay.
pull Nicodemus out of the well. So I
Okay.
can do another action, and I want to just yank him out. I was hoping that the thing would let go when I hit him.
Okay. It did not. Go ahead and make a contested strength check against 8. Okay. You're able to do so. We'll say you grab a hold of Nicodemus, and then any movement that you take to drag him with you, you would move at half speed.
Yeah, no, I don't want to risk the opportunity attack, so I'm just going to dump him on the floor and be ready, in a reactionary stance for the next one. I just
Okay.
don't want him head in the water if he's unconscious.
Yeah. Does that end your turn then?
Yes, that ends my turn.
All right. Anderson, seeing a limp Nicodemus fall to the ground, being pulled out of the well, what do you do?
I'm not great with medicine, but I see these ghouls here, so I feel like I should take care of them first. So I'm gonna come up to here, and I'm just gonna stab this boy right in the head.
Alrighty, roll for attack. "13 hits. Its head or its arm still
Don't forget
reaching.
your lightning.
Oh yes, I do get my lightning.
Still reaching for Nicodemus as it's being pulled away. Your rapier just pierces through the back of the skull, dealing 11 points of damage. It's looking really hurt.
So, quick question: if it's in water and this is lightning damage, does that do anything else?
Not really, no.
That's fine. Fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
I will end my turn then.
Okay. Panton, not being able to see a whole lot, but hearing the commotion inside and hearing the sound of foreign creatures from beyond, what do you do?
All right, I'm going to run in between Ira's legs.
Okay.
And stop over here and see a bunch of swirling masses and shit. And I am going to cast. Can I see the one furthest away? Up in the corner over here?
Just barely. It would be pretty difficult to see. In fact, just to be clear, you would not be able to see at all the one that is down in the well. You would be able to see the one that is directly behind it, and you would barely be able to see that one that's in the corner, just barely peeking out.
Okay. Just as long as I'm not suffering any disadvantages to attack.
Okay.
I'm aiming for this one.
Okay, you're able to do so. Go ahead.
And I will cast Ray of Frost on him. Wow.
All right, 11. The ice crystals form in your hand and shoot out in a ray towards the ghoul, and it clips the wood post just in front of the ghoul, missing.
I go, fuck! And let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20. Is this an open passageway down here?
You would have to move a little bit to see. You're right there. I would say you would be able to peek in and at least see. There we go. You would at least be able to see that much.
Cool. I'm gonna take a step back over here, and that'll end my movement.
All right. You see the whole room looking like a servant's quarters or some sort of bed. Alrighty, that ends your turn. The ghoul that you shot at. I'm gonna get to right there, and it is going to make a claw attack at you. 10 to hit.
10 misses, I believe. Hold on, wait. I'm trying to pull up my sheet. Yeah, 10 misses.
All right, yeah. Claws just raking out at you, and you just kind of dodge out of the way. Nicodemus, make a death saving throw for me.
19.
Ooh, nice.
Most.
So close.
Mark off a save. Ira, your turn. Just kind of mass bodies, spells flinging all over the place. You see Nicodemus fall unconscious to the floor. What do you do?
I see the one go after Panton and take a shot.
All right, go ahead, roll for attack. Yeah, 13 hits. I will say that because Anderson is not... Oh, I guess Panton's engaged. Okay, you'll get your sneak attack on that. Yeah, you shoot an arrow right into its side, easily piercing through the flesh. Just an arrow sticking out of its rib cage, dealing 7 points of damage. Okay, you have your movement, bonus action.
That's all I'm gonna do for now.
Alrighty, it's the ghoul's turn from inside the well. It claws out at you, Honora. 17 to hit.
That's a miss.
Its claws just
Bring the shield up and
bounce right off of your shield. It attempts to leap out and does so. It hasn't left the 5-foot range technically, but it is going to... Anderson, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity as it tries to move to this side of Honora.
All right.
Just barely missing, out of reach as it steps over Nicodemus's limp body. You lunge out with your rapier, unable to find purchase. The ghoul right next to you, however, sees you striking out and decides to go for a bite attack on your arm. 13 to hit.
That is a miss.
Yeah, it bites out and it just kind of bites onto the coat and tears away a piece of material and spits it out onto the ground. Gonna stay in place. Honora, go ahead. It's your turn.
Better buy me a new coat.
I will turn around and hit the one behind me. Mother, die already. I still have the... I'm going to drop the torch, and I'm going to pull out my sword and do it.
Okay.
That wasn't a shit roll. 4 points of damage to this one.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why it didn't register on my end. Yeah. You pierce through the flesh of the ghoul, dealing 4 points of damage. It is, its guts, bile, just black mess just starting to spill out, looking incredibly hurt. Action used, bonus action or movement?
I'm good.
Alrighty, Anderson, flanked on either side by ghoulish figures. Nicodemus still laying unconscious.
Right. Question: am I able to give a health potion to Nicodemus?
You're able
Easy
to
with me.
administer one, but you would have to not you would have to climb over the well. I would say you could make, and even then you would have to suffer an attack of opportunity from this creature right here. But I'd say if you used half of your movement, I'd say you'd be able to climb over the well and administer a potion with a bonus action to Nico. But you would suffer an attack of opportunity.
If it's just a bonus action, then yeah, I'll give my health potion to Nico.
You'll still have to take an attack of opportunity to get over there.
Yeah, again, if it's just a bonus action, then I'll take the attack of opportunity. That's fine.
All right, you get over to that space. Bite attack out at you. God damn. 5 misses, lunges out with its. You hear the jaw snap close right behind you, and you're able to do so. Go ahead and remove. What is it? And then roll a 2d4 plus 2.
7.
Nicodemus.
I rolled it. Sorry.
That's fine. It's your body. You regain 7 points of healing, and you have your action left, Anderson.
Okay, so if I still have my action left, I'm just gonna take a swing at this guy, aiming for the head as usual.
Okay, go ahead. Roll for attack.
Right. There we go.
Yeah, absolutely. Quickly turning Nicodemus's head to the side and pouring the potion haphazardly down his gullet, you stand back up and lunge your rapier towards the ghoul's head in an upward thrust, dealing a significant amount of damage. It kind of staggers back a little bit as you dealt 12 points of damage. It's looking pretty bloodied, leaving a big gaping wound, its jaw now hanging out down at the side and a piercing hole through the back of its skull.
Oh me a goddamn coat.
Alrighty, Panton, a
I don't
ghoul
think you want a coat from these guys.
towering over
God.
top of you.
Fuck me. And a ranged spell is going to be at disadvantage, isn't it?
Yes. A touch spell would not be, however.
Or a spinning sword.
Yeah.
Or a dagger.
Yeah. Well, I suck with using a dagger, so. Okie dokie. We are going to seeing this fetid guy. I just say, "Beware, you shits!"
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to cast a sword burst on it as those mythical deck. Fuck you.
Is that a first level spell or is that a?
It's a cantrip.
Is it a cantrip? Okay.
It is.
I'm gonna say go ahead and in a state of panic, I want you to roll a d20 anyways.
Oh shit! Fuckity fuck. Hey, there you go.
All right.
Terrible.
The swords burst out into the stone wall and underneath of the ghoul's legs, but not doing any sort of damage. You do action, or you have your bonus action and your movement left.
I don't have any bonus action spells, so I'm going to shriek at the top of my lungs and just be ready for this thing to start attacking me.
Alrighty. The creature, it is its turn, now standing right in front of you, the dagger's missing. Claw attack right down at you. 8 to hit, just missing your head, just swinging wildly, just looking down at you, mouth agape, just trying to do anything, just wildly thirsting for your blood, still standing right there in front of you. Nicodemus, it is your turn. You are still prone, but you are awakened.
Okay, laying on my side, looking around, seeing ghouls everywhere. I'm gonna grab my holy book, pop it open, and cast Turn Undead.
Yudoki, what is that, a wisdom save?
DC 13 save. Yeah, wisdom. So
Okay.
2 of them.
I'm gonna say the one that was furthest away from you was the one that saved, and then these 2 will have to take their next action. Running away, I guess.
And then I'll use my movement to stand up.
Okay,
Just half of it.
half movement.
Yeah, and then I'll go 5, 10, 15, move. I don't know. I guess over here in the corner. And then with that, I'm just gonna like grab my shield, put it out in front of me, and just kind of brace myself
Cry a little.
in a defensive stance. Yeah, yeah. And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty,
Actually, oh yeah, that's my turn.
go ahead. You can if you need to.
I mean, I'm out of actions.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you.
Or are you doing potions as a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna reach into my pack and take a healing potion.
Okay.
Which I have right here. 9.
Alrighty.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
Will you do me a favor and link that turn undead?
Yes.
Ira, your turn.
If these are scared, if I move out of their movement, I still take attack of opportunities, right? Because they're not scared of me.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. That's why I want it linked.
Yeah.
I can't
So
remember
I'm
if
going
they.
to take my bonus action to disengage from
Okay.
this one that's next to me, and move back over here, and I can still see that one that's in front of Panton, right? Because there's still light in that area. Right.
There wouldn't still be light back here. The light is
No, not back there, but I can see stuff that's like ahead of me. That's in the
Oh,
light, right?
yes,
To
yes.
shoot
You
at
can
it,
still
right?
see that, yes.
Okay.
But if you
So I'm
went
gonna
down this
shoot-
hallway, you would not.
Okay. Can I like take a shot from around this corner though, or should I?
I could say you could take a shot and then turn around the corner, unless you
Okay.
wanted to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll shoot the one that's in front of Panton.
Alrighty. 19 hits. The one in front of Panton. Another one right on top of the ribs arrow that shot it before. Just plants another one, deals another 9 damage. It kind of wavers. It's looking really hurt.
Okay, and then I will turn the corner here.
Okay.
Hiding.
Alrighty. The ghoul that is feared is going to use 60 feet of movement. Honora, go ahead and roll a bite attack for the dog. Oh, and
I thought Honora was biting.
yeah, no, roll so 6 points of piercing damage. Actually, as soon as it goes to turn to walk away, it suffers 6 points of piercing damage and falls dead. Collapses onto the ground, suffering from your wound.
Opportunity on it too, right?
Yeah, you get an attack of opportunity, absolutely.
Yeah, I would hope
Stole
so.
the spotlight from our little friend there.
I know, but
Betty would've-
he's
Betty
got
would've-
5 hit points. I don't want him to get hit. Will we get some armor for the dog?
Yeah.
Fit.
You
Does
guys.
any of the armor we found fit the dog?
No. Anderson and Honora, go ahead and take attacks of opportunity as this one goes to flee from the.
Reaction.
That's right. So Anderson, just take an attack of opportunity on that. 17 hits, both of them. As soon as that one tries to take a step the other direction, you pierce it in the back, and it just severs the spinal cord, and it just falls flat onto its face, ending its turn in the order. Honora, your
All
action.
right, you're going down. How dare you hit my little brother? Ah, no. Roll 20 or Beyond 20 did something weird. It's loading, sorry. Just a sec.
Yeah. You take a stab with your rapier, dead in the back, and you feel like you brush up against the bone, and it starts to waver, and it reaches its hand out and braces up against the wall, but it looks like it is on the brink of death. You were muted.
That's my turn. No, I was just saying 1 hit point left. It's got 1 hit points, guys. Let's kill it.
Anderson, your go.
Pop on over here and stab him. This time, kind of in the back, like back of the throat is where I'm aiming.
Okay.
And is that with advantage since it's flanking?
Yeah. Yep. You stab. Wait, why does 14 piercing damage?
I have a plus, so it's a 1d8 plus my modifier. Then I have a fighting style, which is the dueling, so I get a +2 to my damage rolls as well.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'll look at that after the session, but yeah, you stab through the back of the neck, and it pierces, and blood just sprays onto Panton as it just gurgles and chokes on its own blood and falls to the floor, dead. Combat's officially ended.
I look down at myself. And I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on myself and just get all this blood off of me.
I'm gonna rush over to Nico and make sure he's all right.
Yeah, I'm okay. This isn't exactly how I read it. Like, I thought this would be a lot easier.
Read what? What are you talking about?
Well, I've studied fighting undead and ghouls, but
Well, let's go over here. What did you find in that room there, Panton? Is that another hallway?
I look down at the blood all around me. There's a bed and a chest in here. And I'm
Well, maybe we should let Nico rest. I think he needs to rest.
Going to kick open the chest.
Opening the chest in that room, you find a single short sword.
I'm gonna open this chest over here by this 25.
Examining it. Actually, there's 5 of you. Each of you pick a room real quick, if you want to.
Sure.
Okay.
Is this going to be a long rest or a short rest?
I think we need to take a nap. I think it needs to be a long rest. Nico's hurting real bad.
Here?
I mean, there's enough beds for all of us. It's kind of perfect.
Nico did just down 2 healing potions.
As you start to look at the sword, the short sword, you realized this is silvered. This is a silvered short sword.
Wait, who has the silver short swords again?
Panton.
Okay. Panton had picked that up. You wouldn't necessarily have known it. Did you pick the only room that was left to go explore, or are you still staying out in the main lobby?
If everyone else is exploring a room, I'll explore a room as well.
Okay. Yeah, so you wouldn't have known what he picked up.
No.
So, Anderson, as you open the chest and looking around in that room, you find an ivory hairbrush with silver bristles. Nicodemus, you find a black leather eye patch with a carnelian sewn into it, a gem.
Okay.
You also find a logbook, a leather book, and you picked it up and the top pages flipped open.
Like magically flipped open?
No, like as you grabbed a hold of it, the spine is very limp, old, and just flipped open. And just glancing at it, you see a list of names, physical descriptions, look like victims. And it gives details of the what they look like. And the last column is details describing the sacrifice. The very last entry you see on that page is Walter Durst. And it reads, black-haired infant. And the last column reads, members rejoiced when the screams silenced. Honora, in your room, you see a chest containing three. I always forget how to fucking pronounce this word. Is it agates, moss agates, or moss agates? Agates. Yeah, moss agates, folded in a black cloth. And then Ira, in this chest, you see a leathery pouch. But this doesn't look like animal leather. Closer inspection, it's human skin. Dumping out the contents or peering into the leather pouch, you would see that it has 11 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces. And a pouch made of pouch made of human skin.
Gross.
Huh.
Keep it though.
As you guys are all kind of looking in your own individual rooms, Nicodemus, you're the first to feel the tugging on the back of your coat.
Yeah, I turn around.
And you're greeted with the familiar face of Rose.
Why?
And she says,
Not creepy.
it's so dangerous down here. We weren't supposed to be down here, but we were scared for you, for us. If you come back up to our room, you can sleep in there and we'll protect you. We'll guard the door and alert you if anything wakes you up. Or comes to attack you. We'll wake you up.
But,
You can trust us.
I mean, last time we were up there, you tried to possess Panton.
Just didn't want to be left alone. We weren't gonna hurt anybody.
Am I getting any sort of vibe off these? Like, are they being truthful or
Make
do
an
they
insight
have ill
check.
intent?
You see that these are very self-aware ghosts. They know they've been murdered or neglected to the point that they died. And they know that they're not supposed to be in the basement, and they know something evil lurks down here, and they know for sure that their brother was taken down here somewhere. They seem legit. You can sense in her eyes that the possession wasn't meant out of ill intent.
So yeah, I'll kind of, hey, brothers and sisters, Thorn and Rose thinks we should go upstairs and spend the night in their room, and they can protect us. I think it's probably a good idea to get out of the basement, but what do you guys think?
And Rose says, Look, I can show you how I protect you. And she goes over to one of the ghoul bodies, and she grabs a hold of it, and an electrical surge goes from her hands and jolts the ghoul. I know some magic.
I'm gonna watch her intently. That's really neat, Rose.
I found a book in my father's library, and I kept it in my room, and I wrote down some spells in my journal. I can show you if you want.
Yeah, I think I would really like to see that.
Can you lead us out of here the fastest way possible?
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys want to follow, we can just go back to the other map.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'd rather not stay
Oh.
down here.
I'll keep a close eye on them, but yeah, I'll follow everyone else. But as we're exiting that room, I'm gonna find one of the dead ghouls, kick them, and say, "Ruin my damn coat." He's really pissed off about that.
Well, doesn't Nicodemus have mending? Hey, he tried to fix something.
I have been known to repair items.
She heard you say that, and Rose walks over and, don't worry, I fix my brother's toys all the time. And she reaches up and grabs your coat, and the hole that was ripped away, the leather kind of forms together and seals shut, and you can just barely see a small seam where the hole once was.
Buster.
Pretty
Mistress.
neat, huh?
So there's 2 beds and there's 5 of us.
Panton the dog and I'll sleep on this one.
Pant is not going in that room. I already told you
Panton,
once.
it's the only
I'm not
safe
saying
place.
it.
Don't make me come
I
get
kind
you.
of feel the same way.
I will
No,
physically pick
I'm
him
going
up
in
and
there.
take him into the room.
I will struggle mightily.
Rose says, you can sleep in any of the rooms up here, but I wouldn't go to any other part of the house. That's too far for us to alert you.
We'll go into this room.
It's very plain. It's just a single twin-size bed, a wood stove, a rocking chair, and an end table. Nothing fancy.
Come on. Panton, if you sleep with me, you can snuggle with the puppy all night, and the puppy will protect you.
I'm not going in the room. I've already told you once. I'm not going to tell you again.
Don't make me drag you.
You drag me all you want. I'm going to leave this room.
If you guys are
sleep in here
attempting
with
to,
the dead lady in the chest, that sounds
Here,
smart.
Panton, maybe come in this room with me, or there's another room with a bed in here, isn't there?
I'd rather go in the room where the guy that I put to sleep than going back in that room. Nope, no way.
You know what? I may need your help doing that for tonight, actually.
Fine. Rose,
I
will
think
you
I can
show
do
me
that
your
for
book,
ya.
please?
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. And she reaches and she lifts up her mattress under her bed, and she pulls out a small leather-bound book. Pull up the sheet again. We're switching floors.
Yeah, so she's gonna curl up with the dog on one of the kids' beds and read the book until she falls asleep.
Righty. Rose hands you diary, and as you lay surveying the diary, she points at some runes, and that's a spell for mending, and flips the page, and that's the spell for light, and flips the page again, and this is the one that I just showed you. This is shocking grasp. I learned that one too. And you can look at it if you want, and you flip through the diary. It talks about her studies and simple elementary observations of the nature of magic. Talks about her younger brother and how protective she is of him. And then there's an entry that says, it worked. Uncle Dimov snuck into our room again last night. But this time I was ready. I hope he never comes back.
Rose, darling, what is this? Who is Uncle Dimmoff?
He's an evil man. But I shocked him good. He came in, and I just grabbed a hold of his arm, and I shocked him, and he left. It's mean. It's mean to me and Thorn.
What does he do to you, darling?
Just mean things. I don't really want to talk about it.
Well, if I ever run into him, I'm gonna stab him with my pointy side of my sword.
She just kind of giggles.
Well, I can electrocute him too.
Does anybody else want to do anything else before they head to bed, taking a long rest?
I'd like to produce flame and put it inside the stove, and leave it there for the night. And I'll doff, I guess, my chainmail and kind of throw it onto the side.
Okay.
Ira, if you really need me to put you to sleep, I think I can do that.
No, that might be helpful. I don't really want to go to sleep in this place, and I don't know if I fully trust those two.
Well, I'm not
But,
going to do it without your permission, so.
Well, I appreciate that.
And then
Priest, is there anything? I feel like some of us should, help keep watch during this time.
yeah, I mean, I was just gonna sleep in front of the door.
All right.
He is pretty,
Careful.
Anton, do
dirty.
you want to
My
put me to?
ego is very gentle right now.
For
All right,
sure.
you know what? Actually,
My knuckles, and I begin my incantations, and
wait.
oh, it's already happening.
Yeah.
It's 5 die 8. And it's starting on Ira first.
I don't know. They both have the same HP.
Oh, jeez, 22.
But
I
it
mean,
depends
you
on
could
the
have
direction
aimed
that
Yeah.
you. If you meant to do it towards Ira, then it would have put him to sleep. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely on Ira.
Okay. Ira, sorry, buddy. You're asleep now.
At least for an hour.
It's
Yeah.
probably better than not being able to fall asleep.
Anything anybody else would like to do?
Just a quick question: who's in the room with me? Is it just me and Nora and the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose and
Okay.
Thorn are out in the hallway.
Okay. So I assume Anshin's not gonna sleep with his sunglasses on, so he takes them off, and I don't know if Honora notices, but if she does, she'll see that his irises are actually yellow.
I don't know. She might be too engrossed in his diary.
Up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Righty. As you drift off to sleep, everyone go ahead and make Constitution saving throw.
Your Constitution.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey, it's not terrible.
Hey. All of you have interesting nightmare. Fall asleep. Let's see. Anton, Ira. Your dreams or nightmares consist of waking up, looking and seeing a ghoul creeping out from the closet and reaching down, bending over, mauling Nicodemus. But you're just absolutely paralyzed, cannot move. It turns and looks at you, both seeing individual dreams. It looks at you, or dream, blood dripping. It starts slowly crawling towards you. That's the end of you. Anderson and Honora, your nightmares are overhearing whispers, arguments about parents, a pleading female voice in your right ear swears, "It isn't his. I swear it's not his. It's somebody from towns. It's not his. It's not his baby, Mrs. Durst. I promise." A cold female voice scoffs, says, "I don't care. Whether it is his or whether it is yours or someone else's is being birthed and taken care of in our home. I want it out of my sight." That ends your nightmare. Nicodemus, however, has a different nightmare. So I'll hold him back. I will hold him back and have a different conversation with him. But that will end our session, and you guys will level up to level 3. So perfect ending. Next time we join, you guys will all be level 3.
What?
Anybody got any questions or anything before we dip out to another channel?
Nope.
Maybe somebody
think
pick up
I'm-
cure wounds.
That was so stressful.
Or
Yeah, good luck. The only cleric in our group asking other people to pick up.
Hey.
or healing word is also very
Gets
handy.
pulled into
but-
a well.
I got pushed down the stairs.
The moral of the story
Yeah,
is,
ravaged
let's
by
survey
wolves.
things from a distance rather than just like, I wonder what's in this suit of armor.
I would
Nicodemus.
would work with that,
Should
though.
be a frontliner.
Yeah, I think the cleric should stay in the middle at least. Just the middle. That's all we
You know?
want. You don't have to be in the front. I took 0 damage in the ghoul fight. I just want you to know that. 0 damage.
I think
Yeah,
none
everybody
of us took any
rolled.
damage except for
The ghouls
Never took
rolled
any damage.
extremely
Cleric.
terrible.
Are you mocking us?
Just Nicodemus. just the one that keeps going under.
Yeah, that was if any of those claw attacks would have hit, it would have been paralyzed.
con saves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, good stuff, guys. Appreciate everybody showing up.
Yeah, it's always a
Oh
pleasure.
yeah, no problem.
Anderson,
man.
we'll
Always.
figure out what's going on with your Discord, but other than that, it wasn't too
Yeah,
terrible. You
I
connected
think-
real quick.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I think it's just my laptop doesn't like my microphone for some reason. Might be related to that. I was gonna get a webcam for my desktop anyway, so I'll get that set up and hopefully my desktop won't give me as many issues.
Good call.
Here's hoping. Yeah.
Alrighty, buddy. Everybody, really appreciate it. Good job.
Much
I
time.
enjoyed having you guys. I will
Great
catch you
to
2
see ya.
weeks from now.
I'm lovely now.
Show.
All right. I will pull Nicodemus down to the other channel, and we will have our quick conversation. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Can I do a long rest or
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, are we doing a long rest?
Yeah.
Not like it really matters.
Yeah, you guys can. I will say, for the simplicity, Rose and Thorn, their job like they were supposed to, and you guys did your watch. And even though you heard interesting things throughout the night, you were left undisturbed.
Sweet.
Awesome, guys. Take it easy. Have a good rest of the night. See you in a couple weeks.
Deuces.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah.
Have a good night.
This in here. All right. As you drift off to sleep, counting your day, questioning God, why he forsake you in your moment of need, calling upon him, find yourself pondering these thoughts, sitting on a hill of green grass, mountain tops in the distance, a new day's sun cresting over the peaks, leaving a valley below still slightly shadowed. A golden-skinned familiar figure of Lathander materializes before you. Nicodemus, my son, why have you strayed so far from the light? It took me forever to find you.
Can I respond?
Yeah?
What do you mean? I was looking for you. I've been with the light my entire life.
He sits down beside you in the grass, places an arm on your shoulder. You must be brave in the face of darkness. Remember, there's always another dawn.
What can I do differently? I thought I was following the correct path.
Powers, they have a hard time reaching you here. Something blocking me. Just kind of sits in silence for a moment and then says, "How can I help you, son?"
Stand beside me and give me strength. Give me the confidence and the knowledge to do what I must do.
Nods. You notice out of the corner of your eye as you're looking at Lathander, dark clouds start to fill the sky. The darkness of the valley starts to creep up the hill menacingly towards you. Lathander turns towards you and says, "In the dawn, beauty reigns, and as he's talking, the flesh starts to fall from his face, similar to the woman that you saw upstairs. It decomposes before your very eyes. And before you can even react, a hidden force pulls Lathander down the hill into the shadows, vanishing into a dark fog. Looking at the fog now creeping up towards you, a gaunt face forms. "Your gods are of no use to you here. I am your only hope." Just looking at you.
Do I recognize this face or voice?
No. It's very
I get a good look at the face?
Yeah, it's basically just if a shadow took form, but it's not very detailed. It's as if you
Kinda
stuck your
generic.
face, just generic.
Okay.
I can help you vanquish your foes.
Who are you?
The enemy of my enemy is my ally. Let me consume you.
Start approaching the shadow.
As you approach the shadow, it gives you a vision of a massive stone temple carved into sheer mountainside. The front of the structure, 50 feet high, 6 alcoves containing 20-foot tall statues. Each of the statues carved of amber depicts a faceless hooded figure, hands pressed together in a gesture of prayer. Between the two innermost statues is a 20-foot tall archway with a staircase leading down. Twisting black tendrils creep up the stairs and out of the entrance, seeping into the outside world. Your vision flicks back, and the gaunt, shadowy face drifts closer to you, opening its mouth, creating a violent wind pulling you in its direction. Let me consume you. Give me a strength or a wisdom save. You try to think, this can't be real. It's got to be a nightmare. But your body is sucked into the dark force and it just swallows you whole. Your vision goes black. Your dream/nightmare.
Cool. Good shit, dog. Ooh. Okay.
That's it.
Did you die again?
So I'm dead again.
Really?
Seriously?
Did you not see my rolls?
I saw the 14 save, but that's all I
Yeah.
saw. You're dead again.
You'll just have to wait till morning.
We gotta wait 2 weeks to. Oh, shut up. So we gotta wait 2 weeks to find out what happened to you.